Okay, EBERRON. EBERRON. Folks, it's EBERRON. There's been a hiatus from EBERRON on account of scheduling, but now it's EBERRON. EBERRON. Last time on EBERRON, the party fought some fish people. And now they at last arrive at the Adder Bay, sailing to Kabara to land at Newthrone, in the country, unofficial sovereign territory of New Galifar, here at the mouth of the Adder River. On their journey to find the third mole mine, and also Zaan, who went this way on another boat.
I keep forgetting that part. Because we scried him or something? Scry
him? So, where we pick up, it is like sunset-ish. And you guys have just sort of crested into the bay here, where you can now see distantly on the horizon the rolling jungles of Kabara extending out over the shoreline as far as the eye can see in any direction. And can start to see more vessels on the water, ships traveling in and out of this relatively busy port, especially being this close to the Lazar Principalities, which are just fucking stuffed full of ships. Ships.
Stuffed full of shit.
Stuffed full of shifts. Fellas pulling shifts. Sailors working long hours. They're not being paid well. They're non-union, and they are organizing. Yeah.
We're here to shut it down.
We're here to shut it down. That's actually, fuck all the other shit. You guys are union busters now.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
You're here to break some knees, do a little scab work.
Union buster.
We need to keep the man, the working man down. Neum is the sound the ship makes.
Oh, it's got the zoomies.
And Tar, overseeing, says, "Alright, so probably like, I don't know, judging by last time I was here, I'd say another hour before we actually properly dock. Be shorter if we were to dock at Adderport, probably safer if we docked at Adderport, but you'd have a hell of a lot longer time getting to Hope, and it sounds like your boy went to Newthrone, so you're probably going to want to go there first anyways."
Why would we have trouble in Newthrone again?
You probably won't have trouble in Newthrone. I might have some trouble in Newthrone.
Ah, okay, I see it.
You see, Newthrone, one of the very few places that maintains any diplomatic ties with Sarlona, with Riedra. They got a whole quarter in the city. And they got tons of harmonious sail docked around the area. And I've spent the last 20, 25 years of my life killing people in the harmonious sail. So they might recognize the boat. So, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of subterfuge. And he sort of shouts over to some of the crewmates. Get that thing up and running, would you? And you see a couple of guys go rushing down below decks.
Get that thing.
You guys have any idea what you're doing when you're getting ashore?
Not quite, but that's normal
I
for
feel
us.
like I did at one point, but now I don't.
Yeah, it does feel like we've been on this boat for about as long as Guts was.
Who's that?
Who?
Explain in detail. Was he your best friend?
He was my best friend. He was my best and dearest friend.
Then why'd you make a reference to him? As if we would know him.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about my best friend Guts no more. Makes me sad when I think
That will
about
have
him.
to come
Yeah,
back
this is
like the end
This is a you problem.
of Guts.
Russ.
Come save us.
It's just Berserk Guts. It's Guts Berserk. He runs in and he saves you all instantly.
He does?
He kills the final boss in one hit, and he's like, "Why'd you even have a problem, dummy?" It was,
That doesn't sound like what happened.
I think it's what
Pretty
happened.
sure you tried to kill the boss and then he gave up and cried like a little bitch.
Hey, listen. We don't know if that's what was supposed to happen.
Look,
This is a
Wait, did
post.
Berserk end?
This is a post-death arc.
No.
We don't know.
we were told
It's good drama
Yeah.
though.
that some guy that was close to him heard about it,
I'm sure it's
Heard about it.
accurate.
more or less. Said exactly what would happen, but I mean, maybe.
If I ran up to the dude that I hated the most in the world and I tried to stab him real hard and it was just like fucking passing through him, I think I'd probably burst into tears. I'm gonna be real.
I forget, did he even swing?
He swung like 20 times. It just whoop, whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Gave it a shot. Anyways. Extremely late stage spoilers for Berserk in the early parts of this episode. A moment after those guys ran downstairs below decks, there is like a sound. And you see the ship around you just kind of shimmer. Just and then everything around you alters. And you're still on a ship. Same side, nothing has really changed about that. But it's a different ship. Paint's different. Some of the details of the construction are different. The sails are a different color. It just looks like a slightly different boat. And he sort of looks up and he's like, "Alright, well, that still works. That's good. So probably I won't be jumped as long as I don't get off the boat. So we're probably good."
His
Anybody-
ship is a changeling?
I got a, illusion's not the right word. I got a device below deck from a door. It doesn't really make an illusion so much as it puts something into your mind. You see something that's not supposed to be there. So I guess it's kind of like an illusion, but it's more in you than outside.
Peppy
if that
know
makes
like the
sense.
details of this? Has he heard of this? Has he learned about this? Have you heard about this?
You heard about this?
Make
You
an
seen
arcana check.
this? You heard about this?
You seen this? You heard about this? You seen
Make
this?
an arcana check.
An Arcana check. Arcana.
A Batman Arcana Knight.
Rolling the dice. 18.
18. Yeah, you've heard of this kind of stuff. I mean, it's functionally it's pretty similar to illusions, although the way illusions work more in this stuff is that there is like sort
the
of
head.
a physical component to like an illusion existing. Like it technically is a magical effect that is
It refracts
existing.
light.
Yeah, like it's a thing that is in the world. It can be dispelled, for example. This is something that is literally being like projected
Like a
into your
security
mind.
camera wouldn't see this.
Exactly. This is something that is like altering.
It's like a TARDIS field.
Sure. It's something that is just like altering the way that you are perceiving something. It's more mental. It's not quite magic. It's more like the psionic stuff that they get up to in Sarlona.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely, you probably would have been relatively familiar with that kind of stuff given your area of expertise is illusions.
True.
Should hold as long as nobody tries to, fiddle around with things too closely, or nobody particularly keen in matters of the mind comes running up on me, but I really don't see why they would. I'm gonna make sure to dock in the shittiest fucking dock, so, apologies in advance.
I try to fiddle with it. I poke at the mast.
It falls apart completely. The illusion collapses. He runs over, he stabs you.
Idiot.
All right. So, what's the plan when we get to the port?
I mean, we need to go to what town? What town is that? Pitchwall? Why is it in different fonts? It's weird.
It isn't.
Well, we need to get transportation to Pitchwall because that's. I'm not sure why we think it's that town that's in the circle. It's just where we.
I think there was something.
Getting transportation to a town relatively close by seems like a very easy task that totally will not take up, let's say, 4 to 6 hours of our time.
I mean, it's like.
Too bad Jane is
across the
asleep though,
country.
so she'll miss us getting the transportation.
What? That's probably going to be the most exciting part.
I know. I'm making you have to make a story of us having to get transportation. That we'll have to explain, like the greasers. I want Jane to have her own greasers.
We're not going to flub this up as it is. You don't need to feed him a
No,
reason.
yeah, you're
We can
already
do that
fucked. You don't have to
ourselves.
prompt me.
Yeah, like I can.
This is
I
just,
can
it's a
bargain-
foregone conclusion that you'll make it harder on yourself and you won't be able to achieve
True.
anything
Yes.
of even minor import.
I'll try to bargain with the caravan leader. Dirk will steal something from him. We'll get kicked out
True.
in the middle of the jungle.
Exactly. Now you're starting
Done.
to get it. So, about an hour goes by as you sail deeper into the bay here, which sort of narrows and narrows and narrows as it will eventually become the Adder River. And soon you come upon a city, sort of nestled here at the mouth of the river. Now I'm going to take you to a picture.
A picture?
I'm going to take you
Gonna
to
take me for
to a
a ride.
map. The map is not 100% accurate. I've stolen it from somebody else who made a Newthrone map. But I'm not satisfied with all of it, so I'll just tell you it's different. Yoip. You good? You there?
When I
Ooh,
when I
pretty.
when I land in port and I am looking for the harbor master and he sees me and he says, "Newthrone, who dis?"
Very funny, Sophie. Good one. Good comedic moment you just had there.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Good.
Take a moment.
Wow, Nick, you made this?
No.
Oh, I was
He
gonna
did.
do
No, I
He
stole
made
it.
this on his
did.
own.
No,
I
no.
was gonna make a funny song.
I did not make this, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you did.
I don't have that kind of time
Cue
anymore.
the shit. We need the animate wow sound.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Here, I'll make it for you.
You come upon a city, nestled here at the mouth of the Adder River. The river itself splitting the city more or less in half, a greater amount on the western side. And there's something about it that is structurally similar to what you saw when you went to Seaside in Sear. There's definitely an element of that kind of architecture, but whereas Seaside was definitely a little more modern looking, a little more resorty, kind of Margaritaville, vibes. This looks like that same kind of Siren architecture, but dated like 100, 300 years ago. There's something very ancient about the architecture. It looks like it's from a bygone era. Like, from a time before the kingdom collapsed into the disparate fighting states that it now exists as. It still recognizably kind of has those Siren influences to it, but it's definitely older in design. And yet, it looks newer than Seaside. It looks more... There's sort of a quality about it that looks like it's affected an old look, but is visibly not that old. They're trying to create an image here that this has been here for a long time, but it's obviously not.
So, like, does it look like almost like a fake sort of town, almost? Or...
It doesn't quite look fake. It looks... And, like, the architecture is there's clearly some real craft that went into this. There's, you know, it's not like there's a bunch of fucking amateurs making medieval McMansions all over the place. But it looks like it's putting on a bit of a show, if that makes sense. There's, like, places where you can see, like, the jungle vines have crept up the buildings, but they've clearly been cultivated. There's places where you can sort of see the weathering on a building that looks like it's actually part of the design and not necessarily a result of having been out in the weather for a really long time.
So more thoughtful.
Yeah, it is an affectation that is being put upon this city. Newthrone is the vibe you get, and you would probably know this as a learned man. This architecture is very much like old Galifar, like the proper days of the kingdom before it fell apart in the war. And the vibe that the city is giving off is like, this is a Galifar city. This is a city of old Galifar. It's been built to look that way, but it isn't.
Trying to give them credibility to the Empire.
Sure, maybe.
They're just trying to... They're like, yeah, man, we're Roman.
Yeah, kinda, sure. They're
got
using
these
all that
pillars.
Roman concrete.
Did they tear up the bricks from fucking Sear and ship them here?
Maybe. Who knows?
God.
The difference here on this map is you see all this farmland and, like, open space that's kind of around the city here? Around the margins of the walls there. Fuck that. The farms are supposed to be farther out from the city. I'm not sure why the guy who made this has put them right next to the city. The jungle is pretty much encroaching upon the walls.
Gotcha.
That's really the only annoyance I had with this map. I like the rest of it, which is why I used it.
Do they?
So what you're saying is this is all in?
This is all, like, anything outside of the city walls, basically, the jungle has come right up to the walls. And it's sort of peeking over the walls at certain points. And it's very much...
There you go, I fixed it.
What have you fucking done?
He drew a line.
I drew a wall.
That's
too
No,
far
it's
out
not.
still.
That's where the
Whatever.
farm is. It gets the idea.
Whatever, fuck it. It's
Future road.
this is another thing that kind of makes it look a little older than it is at first glance. It's kind of nestled into the jungle like an ancient ruin. You can even see spots between buildings or between particularly dense blocks where the jungle trees are still growing in a few places, like little gardens and pathways. But all of it is still rigorously controlled. It's the illusion of nature. There's real nature, obviously, outside the walls, but they've made it look more like it's overgrown, if that makes sense.
Pedicured it in a way.
Yeah.
Manicured it, not pedicured it.
Sure, whatever. Either way, it's the same. It's the same process. However, despite all that, it is clearly still teeming with wildlife. There are dozens of tropical birds flying through the air, songs that you have never heard before, strange animal noises. You can see troops of monkeys running across rooftops in some of the lower quarters. In a few places, you can see distantly trees beyond the city moving like large creatures are roaming just beyond the walls. And the streets are alive. There are a very large amount of people here, many of whom are dressed in Siren fashion, which is sort of a little more flowy, a little more artistic. They've got a very sort of like, I want to say like a Mediterranean vibe to their attire.
Roman?
No, more like I don't know.
Greek island?
Little later than that. A little later than Roman times. Sure, islandy, like Mediterranean islandy.
Venetian?
That's older. That's much older. It's just it's a little like flowy and colorful.
Oh, no, not Phoenician. Venice.
Sure, yeah, more like that, yeah.
That's
Venetian.
not. I was like, what do you mean older? What?
No, I thought, yeah, you said, I thought you said Phoenician. I was like, the fuck are you talking about, brother?
I was like,
And you can see as you're coming up, there are a couple of structures that are built onto little islands here in the mouth of the river. The most prominent of which, as you first come up, is a large fortress right at the mouth, which looks heavily guarded, and you can see these enormous siege staffs built into the side of it. You've seen siege staffs. One was fired at you quite recently. These siege staffs are the width of your fucking ship. You have no idea what kind of damage those things would do if they were fired, but you're pretty sure that they could blow the blue horizon clean out of the water if they wanted to. You can see other islands with what look like dragon-marked enclaves in them. You can see banners displaying House Orion and House Lyrandar and House Jarasco. The dragon-marked houses are here in force. And over yonder, right about here, a little bit further beyond the fortress there, Fort Eston, is an extravagant, very, like, classically medieval-looking castle. A very, very large structure, similarly, like, faux-aged to everything else. But definitely the most visually striking structure, apart from just sort of like the brutishness of the fort, which is where you imagine the king of this little New Galifar nation rests his ass cheeks. I think that, yeah, you would come in on this side.
East side.
East side, baby.
East side.
East side. The Blue Horizon, now disguised as some nondescript vessel, comes slowly sailing up to some of the more run-down docks here on the eastern side of the city, which you can see is it's pretty poor looking. You can see the slums sort of spilling out to the edge of the city, a lot of dirt and mud. Most of the trees around here in this area have been cut down to accommodate the space within the walls, and in between these like large gnarled stumps there are just a lot of shacks and shanties, and some of which have just been built out of very large stumps. Just sort of rolling away before you, and then like a lower quality sort of like shopping district, it looks like, right about here. You pull up to the docks, and Tar starts ordering his men to drop the anchor and tie off all the bullshit. And he turns to you and he says, "Alright, so I'm gonna get things squared away with the harbor master here. I don't know if you guys have to worry about anything. I obviously am not gonna get off the goddamn boat. Raidering quarters just north of here on this side of the city. So, you know, if you're feeling suspicious about that or whatever, then steer clear. Or if you want to look at stuff there, that's where it is." Also, the sun is set at this point, or it's just setting. It's like the last rays of light going away. And he says,
Probably find some.
"Yeah, you're
lodging.
probably not going to want to go into the jungle in the middle of the goddamn night. So, I mean, you could probably find somewhere on the east side. The places on the west side are a little nicer, but they're a little pricier, so, you know, use your best
I'm
judgment.
sorry,
I
on
don't
what
give a
side?
shit. West side.
Alright, grab jerk.
What?
Well, if you want
We're
to have,
gonna
like,
stay on the east side.
you can have a west side story over there.
No, he is
Why
not.
not the west
going to have
side?
A west side story.
Oh, God, do you not want me to find love?
Did you hit the disc?
He missed it. He missed it. He
He
missed,
did.
he missed the soundboard button. That's what he did. It's right. It was immediately what he did. Yeah. Oh, and he also sort of points off some docks over. There's quite a few vessels that are parked. I always say parked, docked here at these docks. But he points across the way, and you can see these sleek, like white gold ships with these almost like silken-looking sails that kind of shimmer with kaleidoscopic color. And he points across the way, and he's like, "Those are Harmonious Sail. You want to be, those are the guys that I'm trying to avoid. So, I mean, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if you got anything to worry about, but just, you know, if you happen to be hanging out with any fucking Readrins in the next 24 hours or however long you're here, don't mention my name or the Blue Horizon or anything, because I am a known entity, is the main thing."
Yeah, sure you are. What's it?
I sank a lot of
Okay,
ships. I
brag
was
about
pretty
it,
good.
Like, you know, you're not the only person who knows famous people.
Back in my
okay?
day, I was a war criminal.
No, I wasn't a war criminal. I was a goddamn war hero.
Depends on the side you're on.
Yeah, exactly. And from my perspective, I was a war hero.
From my point of view, the Readrin are evil.
Exactly. That's kind of the whole bit. Keep up. It's my whole deal. Do you forget I'm a terrorist? Dummy.
We've been working
Well,
with
to be
terrorists the whole
fair,
way.
you haven't shown as much terrorism as we have, so you're not
I haven't.
on our
I've been
level
out of the
yet.
game a while.
Uh,
I've been running
When have I
stealth
shown
missions.
terrorism?
I've been running stealth missions for like 10 years. I haven't done a lot of ship sinking in a while, but still.
I didn't do any terrorism.
No, I did.
Oh yeah, but I
We
mean,
all do
Dirk was
terrorism.
talking like,
I mean, like, we you know, we did a lot of bad things. Terrorisms. We're terrorists.
We've
So-
done a
they
lot of
specifically
terrorist
have
adjacent
these
activities.
things that are
Not
terrorists.
true.
It makes us terrorists by
I'm
association.
terrorist
Ron.
adjacent.
We do not incur.
That sounds like a
Look.
terrorist.
Terrorists try to cause fear for political gain. We
cause fear
just
for fun.
We
blow shit
started
up
a riot
for
for
fun.
political gain.
That was not for no. We do not. We do not operate on a level that allows us to conceive of politics. We just do things. We react to stimulus.
Yeah. What did terrorists do? This? I say as I gut a nearby.
Absolutely not.
person.
This is standard practice.
You scared?
See, there was no political gain here.
He's gutting someone, yelling at him if he's scared.
It's only political loss. This hurts me.
Alright, so you're free to disembark whenever the hell you like. I'm just gonna get shit settled with my docking. And, yeah, I mean, whatever you feel like doing, finding transportation, looking for your buddy, I don't know. It's up to you.
Did we
I
have,
don't give a shit.
Did we just know Zaan was sailing to Kabara?
You know Zaan was sailing to Kabara, to Newthrone.
He was going to Jungle Lands. That's, I think, all we knew. Which
And you
presumably
knew-
would be to the main port.
That he was sailing aboard, that he was going by the name Eustace Merriweather. You know he was aboard the Baby Beluga.
That's a name.
That was the name of the ship.
I guess we could go harbor.
And you know the bird, the Aarakocra that Jane saw in her scry's name was Quimbus Fleedley.
That
call
does
him
sound like
that.
a silly name.
That's what his name was.
Because his name is Quimbus Fleetly.
Quimbus.
He quivers in
Fleetly.
fear and he flees. Lee.
No, he quimbuses and then he fleedleys.
Yeah. He's known to do both of those things.
She quimbus on my fleed till I lee.
Anyways, that's what you know about Zaan's travels in the region.
Let's go to the shopping market. Let's go to the malt shop.
Let's.
Do we have any money?
I don't know. Do you?
Pretty sure we're broke ass bitches.
I have 150 gold pieces. I could buy a
Shit,
ice
did I
cream
update?
doll.
No, I did have to.
In fact, we have enough money to buy a suit of plate armor.
I don't think that's true.
If we include the bag of money we have.
So
Wait,
plate
what?
armor is like 1,800.
1,500 gold, theoretically.
That's true.
That shit's expensive.
It is expensive.
We have 850 gold from the money bag from middle-aged man with severely receding hairline and single paintbrush tuft of hair in the middle of a scalp who wears Caspian. Then the money we have in our pockets.
We also need to buy more healing potions.
That is true. How much is a healing potion in Eberron?
Lessers are usually about like 50.
Dude, how much gold do I have?
If you're buying them like from a reputable source, like a
Yeah,
Jarasco place, they're usually about 50.
Yeah, I think we were buying them from.
I think you were getting them at like a
don't
very
remember his
minor
name.
discount at like some bootleg shop.
Yeah, it was I don't think it was a name. Well, it was technically.
It had a name, but I don't remember what it was.
But that is in Sharn.
I have a few hundred GP.
That's where I
If
think
we
all
need
my
money.
money had gone because I didn't spend my money on anything until healing potions, and then I think that's where I spent all my money.
So is that what you want to do? You want to make your way over to Demarket?
Sure, yeah, we gotta get healing, because
And,
we lost our healer.
I ask. I was gonna say Zaan. Tar, could you ask the harbor master if the Baby Beluga docked here or dropped passengers or what? If it's still here.
I fucking can't. I'm not gonna attract any attention to myself under any circumstances. You can ask him.
Sigh.
I'm not getting involved. I'm just gonna sit here and pick you up when it's time to go. I don't want to ruffle any feathers in this city. I got a target on my back.
I loud whisper. He's hoping we don't find Zaan so he can get back with Jane.
Hey, just because my current girlfriend is a vegetable doesn't mean I'm leaving her.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Sure thing, bud.
They're working on her.
Nice
You
one,
working on
Kamen.
not?
he
I know.
looks
Are you
over his
working on her?
comatose girlfriend like, I can fix her.
I can. I mean, I can't. Somebody can, maybe. They're
They
trying.
can fix her.
Get out of my sight. Fuck off.
I follow him to the harbor master.
No!
We'll circle back then, so it's
He
less
goes to the...
suspicious.
Yeah, you do like a loop around the top. Hey, ooh, look at these.
No. I mean, we go to the market, then we'll come back.
Okay.
I do a little circle, and then I follow him anyway.
Just drive around the block!
You do a 360 and walk away.
Yeah. Alright, you make your way off to the markets. There's a number of marketplaces in the city, but there's a decent sized one here on the east side of the city. And you head into there, and it is it's a marketplace. It's an open air sort of bazaar style marketplace with the banners and the tents and all the good shit. And it is filled with people hawking all manner of exotic wares, jungle wares. There's a ton of lizard folk here, is one of the first
That's
things
cool.
that you notice.
Diversity is awesome.
There's a very large amount of lizard folk, and not as many, but a more than you would expect amount of dragonborn as well. This being the lower income part of the city, I would say it's probably like 60-40, 60 being dragonborn and lizard folk, and 40 being other races. This is a very heavy reptile zone.
Makes sense.
And it's a lot of, like, trinkets and artifacts, stuff dug up from the jungle, stuff like scrimshawed out of dinosaur bone, all these, like, there's a lot of that stuff, and there's a very, very large, it looks like dragon shard marketplace here as well, just sort of bootleg dragon shards, and I suppose those of you familiar, I'm just gonna say that Peppy would probably be aware because he went to school, that Kabara is a huge, huge producer of dragon shards, probably one of the biggest on the continent. And they just have a lot to go around, so there's a lot of people just sort of selling them out of the back of a cart here because they've just found a deposit somewhere.
What is the average person going to use dragon shard for?
Dragon shard
battery? I don't really remember.
Dragon shards are they have a variety of uses. The main use is that they can be ground into dust, which can be used as components for free, essentially. So if you had something that cost like 50 gold worth of, I don't know, some bullshit, some like ivory or whatever the hell, you could just have 50 gold worth of dragon shard dust and it would just do the same effect.
So we could have however much gold worth of dragon shard dust for a diamond to cast resurrect
Would
or
work.
whatever it is.
Yes, would work.
I
The
see.
dragon shard dust is the main reason why EBERRON has a wide magic thing. It's because, like, instead of having to go scavenging for fucking,
I see.
like, newt's eyes and shit anymore, everybody just gets dragon shard dust and they just do the magic.
Well, they didn't start a newt farm.
No. It has been commercialized. But there's a ton of dragon shard dust on sale. And you can tell just from, like, having seen it sold in lesser quantities at places like the Bazaar in Sharn, it's definitely selling at a lesser rate here. There's a surplus. Which doesn't mean that it wouldn't work. Like, if you paid 45 gold for 50 gold worth or some shit, It's not like it would
It's
be
like not
45.
the market price.
Yeah, the fucking fluctuation of the markets does not make it.
It's
more
Internet of
worse.
Things with magic dust.
Like
Yeah.
it was worth it at the time. I don't
Yeah,
I don't know
the
what's
fucking
happening.
dragon
Inflation's
shard.
a bitch.
The dragon shard economy crashes and you can't fucking do your spells anymore.
The invisible hand guides magic.
Yeah, the invisible mage hand leisure domain. But you were looking for Sippies.
Sippy cup.
Yes.
So there's not a Jarasco enclave here, but there is a Jarasco, like, kind of like a booth that's been set up here, because the Jarasco enclave is a little further away, it's a little harder to get to. And they're just sort of selling general supplies here. Even small, like, medicinal qualities of Dream Lily. But definitely a lot of branded, like, Jarasco healing potions and shit. And there are a bunch of other stalls and so forth that also are hawking healing potions, shouting them loudly over the noise of the bazaar. You have no idea the viability of these, or if they're better or worse or fake. But there's definitely a lot of people selling their versions. But there is a Jarasco, like, official one with the logo and everything.
Alright, should we just go in the official one then? Or maybe we should go in that one, because that one we know good, unless we want to get some back alley shit.
It's up to you.
I mean, if we don't get the official stuff, I feel like it'll fuck us up. Even if it's like 95% success rate, it would not be fun to be in the scenario of I'm about to die or somebody is about to die. You sip the red juice and you say, "That's apple juice."
Might
Yeah,
be
it's
cheaper.
Kool-Aid.
Could find some cheaper stuff.
That
Alright,
one had too much
let's
Kool-Aid.
go. I
That
open.
didn't work.
I waltz up to the Jarasco
Okay.
little area.
Okay.
What's it look like?
It's a little. There's a lot of, like, carts and wagons and, like, little stalls here. It almost kind of looks like a booth at a convention. It's very professionally laid out, and it is surrounded by guards.
Gotcha.
And you can see there is a halfling, with, like, this very neat little mustache, and he's wearing, like, very loose, billowy clothing in the heat here. It's very hot. It's very humid. And you can see he's, like, drenched in sweat. This is clearly not where he's from. And he's handling it. And he says,
He's handling it.
he's handling it. And he's like, hello! You looking to... Mosquitoes! You looking to buy some healing potions? We've also got mosquito salve. You see,
No,
he's
I'm
like,
good.
This one's for me. And he applies a bunch of water.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we need some healing potions. Our friend walked into a tree. He gave us our healing.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said. Certainly. Well, it's 50 gold for a lesser healing potion, as is traditional. And it is more expensive for other ones. Hold up.
So true.
Let's see here.
Here's a question. Is
Here we
there a bulk discount?
Certainly. We can certainly discuss that. But standard, let's see my stock right here. Here we are. And he sort of like opens a series of little leather cases, which are just like fucking boiling hot in the sun. He's like, ah! He's opening them. We've got 11 lesser healing potions. We've got 9 greater healing potions. We've got 4 of the 3rd tier one, which I don't think is superior. I think it's something else, but we'll just call it the 3rd tier one.
I think it's... No, I don't know.
I can actually just check. It is superior. We've got 4 superior healing potions, and we have exactly 1 potion of supreme healing.
What does supreme healing do? What's the stats on that?
Supreme healing is 10d4 plus 20.
Damn. That's
Probably
an amount.
1,000 gold or something. Why does he even
No.
have that here? Who does he think's gonna buy that?
We have it because it was made, and I have it on stock. If somebody rich comes through and they want
You
one,
said you
we've
have
got it.
how many lesser potions of healing?
We have 11.
11.
11.
Cents.
How much for all of them? How much
All of
how much
them?
could you do for all of them?
All of them? Put it at a bulk discount, I'd give it to you for, I'd say, 400.
I
Pretty
have 415
Probably, yeah.
gold on my sheet here. Let me
Yeah,
see if it's correct on the Google Docs.
That's what yours shows. Yeah, 415. Well, it shows 415 gold, 1 platinum.
It's 150
5
gold.
plat.
150 gold.
Oh yeah, I do have a
discount.
platinum. Fuck, you're right. I'd be dumb not to buy all these right now, huh? Hold on.
It's a good discount.
Yeah, that's a good
Looks
deal.
like this guy's trying to offload some product.
Yep, hold on. Let me
You can see, like,
see
you've
what I
been
say
to
on my
places
sheet
that are
here.
selling potions. This guy definitely has more than you're used to seeing. He's definitely trying to offload some product.
Oh yeah. I
like-
I give him 1 platinum piece and 300 gold.
That is 310 gold.
Yeah, platinum's 10
Platinum's
gold.
10.
Oh, I thought platinum was 100. Oh,
Platinum's
then I give him what is it, 400?
He said 400 gold, yeah.
I can do that. 400. I don't want to. I don't want to
money.
fuck it up. I don't want to be like, no, I'm less,
Easy,
and
man.
then he's like 5,000
I'll
because
give
we
it
did
to
just
you.
pay 1,000 gold or whatever the fuck to get healed from brain damage. So Peppy knows a good deal when he sees it now.
Sure. This
I'll
guy,
bring it back.
this guy, like, definitely seems chiller than the Jurassico people you were talking to back in Sharn. This is,
You know what? I'm gonna transfer my platinum piece to turn into a gold. So it's 25 GP I have now.
sure, we'll say off-screen you did it at a bank. I don't care.
Yes.
And it's not a
El
big deal.
Banco. Yeah, the reason.
So yeah, now we have 11 potions of minor
He-
healing.
He takes the 400 gold. He passes you over 11 potions of lesser healing. And he-
Man, I really hope I don't. It's in like a burlap sack. I really hope I don't trip and fall, and then I trip and
Like-
fall.
He like rings a little bell. Ding ding ding! Big spender!
Rob this guy!
All right, quickly.
Yeah, no, I think that previous places we have bought the.
Since I just
Higher
bought a
tier
lot, is there anything you
healings.
can throw in for free, like a lollipop or anything like that? Anything you want to get rid of?
Used
Actually,
tissue paper.
Come on, I'm your friend now. I just gave you 400 gold.
that was a big purchase. Let me take a look at his stock.
You got a points card?
Yeah, do you have a loyalty program?
Probably, but
Yeah, I mean,
this being a fucking hold on.
they probably could.
I'm checking this little list of items here.
You get 1 gold star.
1 gold star.
Yeah, I think we should split those peeling potions.
No, I get all of them.
They're just
Okay. He buys all of them and he gets out a hammer and he hits them.
I do it for fun.
This
So-
isn't for political gain.
Wait, how many gold stars do we get?
He's
Y-
looking
you-
it up.
he bought
He's trying
11.
to figure out the math.
Yeah, I want to know how many gold stars we have because I think it's 10 stars for an eraser, right?
God, I hope so.
Oh,
I wanna get a pencil.
brother, this guy stinks!
What about
Nice.
a sticker pack?
I stink.
I'll take a
nice.
sticker pack.
Yeah, I could go for pencil sharpener. Say fit. That's 50 stars, I think.
Fuck.
That seems like fun. I think a little eraser that has like a what's the Jurassico's mascot?
Oh, it is the hippogriff.
Yeah, just a little eraser top with a hippogriff head on it. What is a hippogriff head? Is that like a raven?
It's eagle.
Is it? I thought that's a griffin, isn't it? It is.
I have this. Hey, you know what? Take
Griffin.
this on the house.
What is it?
We've never sold it. And he passes you the amulet of the drunkard.
What does that do?
Does it make you drunk?
While wearing it, it's
Or
not
feel
attunement. While wearing it once per day, if you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine, you restore 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Damn!
That's
Once per day.
Holy shit, that's good.
Once per day.
nice.
Holy wait! I just need to have some fucking beer on me 24/7.
And you get, but it's just one, but yeah.
Okay,
Just
no.
once a day.
Are you telling me in battle that I'm not wearing this amulet? I yank it out. I just fucking crack open a brewski and just down it, and I'm just fucking rah!
Yeah, basically.
Is it attunement?
It is not attunement.
No.
We have one free potion a day.
Hey, bro! Huh.
And it's not per person. It's the amulet does
okay.
it once.
Yeah.
But
But it's
Still
one-
though,
Still.
that is fucking
one
awesome.
free potion, essentially, if you have a pint of booze of some kind.
I go over
That's
to
not
Pepe's
bad,
reading out
dude.
quotes, I turn him over. He says, "It's Modelo time."
Pepe's just gonna be a fucking alcoholic. That's what's happening here.
Wait,
Oh,
would shots make it work better?
It
Yeah,
has
you
to
take-
be. It
you
says
take
it
fourth
says
of the
a
pint
pint,
as a shot,
so
it's
it's a pint.
1d4. How about that?
Okay, but okay, pint of what's the least alcoholic beverage that I could use it with?
It's gotta be beer. I don't think you really have much of a choice.
A pint of
in,
Bud Light.
True. Well, I was thinking
I
I
don't
prepare.
think-
I prepare and I bring something with me.
we'll do some science. We'll water stuff down until it stops working.
Yeah.
I
True.
don't think there are many selections of beer in EBERRON though.
There's some.
Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, he sort of passes that over and he says, "We haven't really been able to sell this. It's generally more expensive, and you know what? You seem like a good sort, so fuck it."
We love you, man.
We love you. We love you.
I love
Okay.
it.
I love you.
Quickly.
Yeah, you might have just saved our bacon like 5 different times.
Well then,
Bacon and
name your
apple.
firstborn son after me.
I will.
What is your name?
Goodbye.
Cladwell.
No,
I
I'm not
cannot
doing
wait
that.
to meet
Bye bye.
No.
Your first name is Cladwell?
Yes,
that your
Cladwell
Eh,
de Jurasco.
Is your middle
Oh.
name Chad?
Of course. Yeah,
Well-
sorry.
No, my middle name is Smigum.
Smigum?
If Cladwell
middle
were
name
born
is-
in today's modern era, he would be named Dripping.
What?
Because he's clad well. So he's drip. A real Jack the Dripper situation.
Fuck.
Topical.
So stupid.
Topical.
That is the stupidest, like... Don't fuck with me.
I can't.
I cannot wait to meet Cladwell Galdar.
It's canon now. Write it on your character sheet. Firstborn son to be named Cladwell Galdar. He's gonna look fresh all the time.
At least he gets to choose the middle name.
And then,
At this point.
I would like everybody to roll a d20, please.
What?
I'll see what I can do.
10.
9.
Oh, Bartholomew.
What did I do?
Roll a d20.
Oh, roll d20. I apologize.
Sophie, did you roll?
Yeah, 9.
Number brothers.
I got a 19.
Okay. Just gotta check something really quick. I'm gonna click on something. Here we go. Let me take a peek here. Okay, good. And
We got
And
sippy while you're
Vothnak, you rolled
deciding
bad.
what to kill us with. Oh, I roll good though?
no. You guys got the same.
That's okay, that means the consequences are split between us.
All I know is Dirk, for once, is getting out of it.
Alright, looks good. I like this. So, as you guys are sort of standing around, marveling over your new purchases, there is a bit of commotion, and you see a gang is running over the stall tops and tent tops. A gang of monkeys, which charge through and just sort of like blast through your party, sort of climbing over you, just rushing past you, causing much consternation in the marketplace as they rocket by.
Monkey.
And as they sort of start to hippity hop over the tents away from you across the marketplace,
You got a problem?
you realize that you are missing some items. Vothnak,
Fucking Rob?
your
Fireball.
Vothnak, your Heward's handy spice pouch has been lifted by monkeys.
I
I can't wait for these monkeys to turn to applesauce.
And Grand, they have taken somehow with their monkey dexterity your necklace of prayer beads.
Let's go and fucking kill these monkeys, guys.
Just start like rushing off, like climbing up the sides of buildings, just booking it. You can see they have like armfuls of junk that they have like slung over their shoulders and like around their necks and shit.
Pepe's running after to hurt them, but not because he thinks that they stolen anything, but because he just had a bloodlust for monkeys.
He just hates monkeys.
Like
That's
he was
like
the first
main-
one to start running after them, but he didn't get stolen.
He doesn't like
Bye.
monkeys.
He just
He was
felt
like,
the urge. It was like he just saw them moving and his fucking hunt instinct.
He's like a dog. He ran away from him. And just,
Oh,
go chase!
chasing cars.
He wouldn't know what to do with one
Don't
if
know
he.
what I do. What I.
You wish to pursue the monkeys? All right. By what means? They are fleeing at a great rate of speed. You are in the crowd, so you are having much harder time getting through because they're just going over rooftops, and they are heading to the edge of the marketplace and into the city proper, where they hope to disappear amidst the roofs and alleyways.
Dirk uses his dead body
Ollie
carrying
more.
speed and lurches forward.
You use your what?
Do we know?
My
is
dead
there,
body
like-
Wait,
speed.
hold on.
You do have
I have an
fast
idea.
dead body carrying speed.
How close are they together?
They're a little spread out, but they're
Like,
like
they fit in a 30-foot cube.
I would say yes.
Are there other
have a
people in the
question.
30-foot cube?
There are
with
many
them?
people.
I have a
This
question.
is a crowded
Do-
bazaar.
I have a question. Do they consider monkeys like important here? Do they care?
I mean, they're not like
Sacred.
worshipped. They're just like animals.
I mean, it's not like okay.
It's what I could do.
So, more rights than humans.
It's
Technology
entirely
better?
possible. You imagine
When
it
I-
would probably be frowned upon for somebody to like beat a monkey to death in the street. People probably would look upon that with some disfavor.
Well, yeah, if you beat it, because that's a continued effort. You tell me you shoot a monkey, like it's done.
Sort of depends on
Hypnotic
what the
pattern.
monkey's doing, I guess.
Hypnotic
like, a
pattern.
beating is very personal.
You would like to
You know?
chuck a hypnotic pattern.
I think
at the
hypnotic
gang of
pattern would
monkeys.
be very funny. So I'm going to hypnotic pattern.
Okay. I am going to
I go.
double check the stats for a monkey.
Sophie, I just thought you were doing this.
This is a wisdom save.
I thought you were just like.
This is a wisdom save.
No.
Yes.
Wisdom
No,
save.
sorry. I thought you were talking. I'm sorry.
Very
So
good.
There's a condition in which he has to cyber
Hypnotic
off a-
pattern, wisdom saving throw. And my DC is 17.
Well, let's see if one of these 12 monkeys can roll a 16.
A 16.
They got +1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
These monkeys aren't wise, dude. But what if one
Bro,
of the
these monkeys gonna fucking fall over just.
But what if one of the monkeys says, "See no hypnotic pattern," and he does not see it? He does not.
Oh yeah.
care.
Well, what if I say I crown of madness a monkey and make him beat his fellow monkey?
To death, bro.
Monkey beating a monkey in the street. Is that?
Mm.
That's not me.
You see 8 monkeys stop dead in their tracks, going.
How many is that?
Half.
And a great many
Wait.
random passersby just start going, just like staring up at the sky dumbly. Somebody was in the middle of being mugged, and now the mugger is having a much easier time. But
Like, he's cooperating.
Civil.
This is what
We're
I've been
doing a
asking
civil.
for.
The civil service.
he's not gonna be hurt now. There's no resisting.
Like,
Can I
thank
catapult
you
something
for
heavy into
making
the
my
mugger's
job
head?
so much easier.
Yes.
What? Name something heavy. In the
There is
very
a
short.
Is
crate
there a
of
big?
wood-
Is there a
dirt.
big cooking pot, like a cast iron cooking pot, that can like just force just
You're gonna
right into the
blow-
mugger's head, just
There,
tongs,
there
like,
there absolutely is.
blow
like
his
a
head.
large
frying pan
cauldron.
sound.
A cauldron is I want. I want a cauldron.
That is a 2. Please roll damage.
All right, I'm gonna kill this dude.
Yeah. This is probably do fucking 4 times as hell.
Oh God, yeah, that he's.
Look. I swear he was trying to mug that person.
His head just explodes.
How much you roll?
Non-lethal. Non-lethal.
Very well.
I know.
Non-lethal.
Still looking at the Peppy cast the spell and I was like, wait a minute.
Like A train through his.
Most people get killed by large objects hitting them even once. So like, not lethal.
The cauldron like stops, turns, looks back at Peppy, and then goes.
How much you get?
Fucking looks.
It doesn't
back
matter.
I
and
did
goes,
12,
"Oh,
12
man."
non-lethal damage
doesn't
on the
matter.
bugger's
See,
head.
I see a cartoon go, like a cartoon hand come from the frying pan go. "Oh,
See the guy
man."
going, very nice. I'm going to steal your wallet. And then he just gets smashed
exactly
in the
what I wanted.
fucking head by a cauldron. You see, it hits him in the side of the head, and he does like 3 cartwheels
Yeah.
and smashes through like a fruit stand. And the guy's like, ah! My oranges! And he's just fucking.
Yeah.
This guy's
Such a
gone.
good opportunity.
This guy.
We start robbing the
This
8
guy's gonna wake up in a
monkeys
week.
that I hypnotized.
I see if they're my
There
sack
are
is in there.
4 monkeys that have managed
Oh, 4.
to
Yeah.
escape. There are 8 who are dazed, but 4 who managed to resist and are continuing to flee. Woo!
Nice.
A monkey came out of the computer and started attacking him.
So I
Fucking
immediately
chair.
look. Do the
The
monkeys
little
that are dazed-
lever on the chair that stops me from leaning
Oh,
back
yeah.
slipped out.
It's broken. Do the monkeys that are dazed have the sack and the clache?
Make a quick investigation of the monkeys. This is all happening
Let
quite
me do
quickly.
that real quick.
I use my intelligence.
26.
Oh, he did it. You rush over, and you retrieve the Heward's handy spice pouch, but by God, that monkey over there, the one with the evil scar across its eye, is holding in its hands the prayer beads. No, it's probably wearing them. Is wearing the prayer beads.
Here's Dirk's turn. Dirk starts climbing on top of Othnak to start getting on top of other people who also happen to be asleep.
Okay, you're gonna try to, like, fucking, like, river stone skip across people's heads?
No, that's an awful idea. But
I was waiting for you to do it so that I could...
necks every time he steps on them.
Yeah.
Can I get on top of Othnak to, like, on top of, like, some stalls or something? So
Yeah, sure.
That monkey.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that and get closer to them so I can get to the I can get in dagger range.
Okay, make this is pretty easy, and your dex is really high, so I'm just gonna say you can clamber up and get onto the roofs. And give me like a dex check to try to catch up to the monkeys, because they are quite nimble, and this is their territory.
Okay. Just double check.
How far are they against right now?
Dex check. I got
From you guys,
a
probably
15.
close to 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm 15.
You're 15.
Yeah, well, that's what I got at 15.
Oh, okay.
Dirk is 20.
Okay. You rush up and you manage to get quite near to the monkeys, but you can see the one with the evil scar across its eye looks back and goes, and the other 3 monkeys pivot and they all jump at your face.
Oh, okay. Is he within 60 feet?
Yes,
Has he been hurt?
he's not.
No.
I launch a hand axe at him.
You want to just hurl a hand axe through the bazaar 60 feet towards the monkey?
Oh, I thought he was up.
I mean, he
Yeah,
is.
I in my mind, he's like on top of a wall, like fucking like holding it up at us.
He's getting quite near to the wall, where he
I don't
will
know.
soon...
How much health do you think a monkey would have?
You can throw the hand axe,
4.
but if you miss, it's falling into a crowd of people.
Yeah, that's the part where I'm like,
Are we 10
sure, you're good if you hit.
We're,
If you're
we're
not,
level 10, right?
bad.
You're
11.
something.
Oh, we're 11?
You're 11.
Dope.
Have you not...
Hold on, did it level up?
We don't want another situation where someone forgets to level up their character multiple times.
That would be the same character. That would be the same
True.
person. I did level up. It is 11.
Okay.
Oh, also, here's the sound of Peppy. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I adjusted it, but I don't know if it does. Wait,
Bend the
soundboard
hatches.
adjusts for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we're good. This is Peppy hitting the mugger.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
But I am going to Toll of the Dead.
The monkey? Very well. What is that, a wisdom?
Yes.
Toll
wisdom.
the unconscious. Toll the sleepy.
I think your DC is higher than 13.
It is. It's 15. All right.
The
so I get to
monkey.
roll.
You're doing this to old Scarface?
Yeah.
He looks back, he was just... and raises his fist up in the air and goes... and then his head just explodes.
You hear a bell.
Gong. You hear the Taco
Taco
Bell sound, and the monkey's head blows up.
His head transforms into a chalupa,
Like
which the other
scanners.
monkeys tear apart instantly.
And the
And then
prayer
I
beads
say to the monkeys
go
that are
spinning
approaching
high
me,
into the air. The ones flying at your face double jump in midair to jump away in terror, as their leader has been slain.
and I start screaming. That's right, you stupid monkeys! Take that! Your leader got blown up.
Whoa! I say, holding the hand axe as a bit of Taco Bell sauce splatters on my head from the monkey's explosion. Okay.
The prayer beads fall down, and you see that they are caught. Fucking queen pose style. By some guy who's like, oh, tight.
Sir, I swear to God.
That
Just walk away.
is grand. That is, That
we
is
started-
bronze.
designate that man as my enemy and begin the inevitable chase.
Hunter's mark.
He's just walking away, real casual, like just strutting, like exactly like
I
this.
am running.
You're just
am
running.
quickly.
He sort of casually looks over
I am
his shoulder.
aggressive.
Like,
I message. I cast message to that man. I cast message, and I say, "Sir, that's stolen property you have. Actually, can you please cease and desist?"
you see, he's sort of like, huh? And he sort of looks around, and then he just sees a fucking like a huge full orc with half a face rushing towards him. And you see he goes, ah! And he just like throws the prayer beads at Grond as hard as he can and runs.
I
grab
saved
him,
that
I
man's
continue-
life.
I continue the chase a slight bit just to get him.
Just to give him a little.
The beads like land around your
Fuck
neck
up
and you
his
don't
face.
slow down.
I chased him a couple extra blocks just to get his heart up.
I chased him
Make
like
sure he really meant it.
Grond's like, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna chase him for like 15 minutes.
15.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!
Every time he turns the corner, I wait at the corner for a bit, like a minute or so, then I turn it and just full sprint and go.
He's like finally like at his house. He's like drenched in sweat at the stoop, and he just sees you across the street like. And he's like, "Are we good?" And you're just. Fucking immediately. Oh my god!
I run up the stairs. I'm like, yeah, we're good.
He's just full. He's become.
When he's done,
I've been
so
trying to talk to you all day. Hey, man, thanks for finding
He's
my
not
prayer
shit
beads,
his
dude.
pants. You have
Thank you.
permanently altered his physicality. He's become incontinent.
when we are about to leave the city, Sylvie, he does one final run at him, and then he stops a few feet away, pulls out a it's nighttime. He pulls out a sextant, measures the stars, does like this to him, and then turns around, traces the line all the way back, and then runs in that direction. Like implying he will be back.
I pull out a calendar. I start marking days. I show it to him.
Just point at the day.
And then he plots the line like directly up behind, like I'll come behind, like he motions like
Like,
I'll get you. Hey.
so stupid.
You know,
You retrieve your prayer beads.
Yeah.
I take out my Heward's handy haversack and I procure a small bit of paprika. And I say,
Are you gonna get that? The rest, Bodnak, are you gonna get the rest of that monkey?
You
It's
gonna
a
finish
dead
that?
monkey.
You gonna finish
That
that?
is,
I look up as it peels off the side of the wall.
I will take.
Monkey. Unfortunately, you can't have monkey brains. They're gone, but.
Could have used that as a dip.
I
It
dip
is
the
a
monkey.
delicacy in Cantonese cuisine.
Hold the fucking monkey like Achilles, dip him into a fucking cauldron of chipotle sauce.
Oh my god.
And only the one ankle was unseasoned.
Yeah.
Uh,
You gotta
I
hold part of the fry.
I will stand here in the middle of the street.
Oh,
And-
we rob the rest of the monkeys that are dazed, because they have other items in there, right?
Oh, they've been robbed.
What do you mean?
As soon as they all got
like
dazed,
people.
everybody in the marketplace started robbing monkeys.
Fireball.
I
make
stand
an
there-
investigation check, see if you get anything good before they're all gone.
What'd you say?
Make an investigation check, see if you get anything
Alright, let's
good
see what I
before
do
they're all
again.
gone.
21.
I'll give him advantage with my roguish tendency.
21?
Does he?
Sure. Fuck it. I don't care.
14, 21.
21? That is over
21.
20.
9 plus 12.
Make a d20 roll.
9 plus 10.
I know, but he rolled 12 plus 9. So
9.
9?
Plus 9. That's like
9.
Very bad.
Fuck you.
What are you pointing at? What's this?
silly.
Oh. Oh, there he is. You get a little
Pokes a
locket.
dent in Sophie's forehead.
You get a little locket, and you open it up, and there is a picture of a monkey in it.
Is the monkey like a dead wife
You
monkey?
stole from this
Yeah,
monkey.
it's like an
Like, you
old
didn't-
like black and white photo of like a monkey,
like
like
a
a
fucking
3/4
daguerreotype.
profile.
Peppy holds it tenderly, opens it.
It's an SCP. It's a locket picture of a monkey daguerreotype, which makes anyone viewing it feel as though
Love
that
it
monkey is their
dearly.
dead wife.
Yeah, exactly. This is a much more specific and benign version of John Bones' book.
This is.
It's actually just the same. It's actually just the picture from the book,
Ah,
and it's just somehow.
What
gotten into this
number are
guy's
they
life.
up to on the SCP? Let's send this in.
Hey, listen, you have the
8,000.
fucking octopus that turns invisible wherever the fuck. You can make the monkey amulet that makes you think it's your dead wife.
They took
We just
that
had-
picture away from me. I'm still mad about it.
We have to expand the story just a bit, you know, to fit in with what they want now. It's just like, it's like multiple people who are experimented on with the locket. They play through a like non-linear story of implied through how they react to the monkey's picture.
It's got to be overcomplicated and stupid.
You've got to end up with like a bunch of very strange.
It's got to have like
Totally.
9 different containment classes, all of which are dumb.
It's got to be its own universe somehow.
Yeah, there's got to be a multiverse for the monkey locket.
Its
Doc-
item's name is the multiversal monkey locket.
Doctor Strange's multiverse of monkeys.
We have to combine the monkey locket with the infinite energy schmoggle. Eventually, that will become a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now you have that monkey locket, which does the thing that KMS says it does.
Yes. But I don't show anyone else because it's sort of like a deep. It's like a,
Yeah, it's personal.
something close to my heart. I don't.
Mhm.
I
just
mean,
bring it
yeah,
out all
like
the time.
that's your dead wife.
She meant a lot.
Like you,
That's your dead wife.
it's I
She
can't
meant
wait
a
for him
lot to
mention
me.
th- He's gonna mention this like whenever he meets his mom. Like, you never met my wife. She passed away.
Here she
Here
is.
she is.
It's a monkey in a dress.
She's like, that's my dead
It's
wife.
like a
Wait, I can use AI to make this.
it's like a monkey in a
heard-
Quaker dress and like a bonnet.
It doesn't create false memories, and it doesn't stop when you stop looking. But the feeling is there, and like you're not really aware. But when it's proven that it's fake, you know it's fake, but the feelings are still real to you.
Yeah.
It's like
They-
that fucking the dude with the coma that had a real thought he had a real family in
The
there.
guy who thought his
And then
lamp
he
looked
broke
weird, and then he woke
Yeah.
up.
It's like I had a real family in there. Take me back.
I think if I had a real family and then I woke up out of a coma and it was like all in my head, I'd probably just kill myself.
You gotta get yourself into it.
Suck a shotgun.
Just like Google how to make.
How to
coma
go back
happen.
into a coma safely.
Hey,
How to
dog.
revert.
How to find doctor who will accept bribe to medically induce coma for rest of natural life.
I'm sure you could find somebody who'd be willing to do it.
You could always
might
do
have
the
to go
Miss
to
March version and just whack somebody with a baseball bat.
you find a guy to do it in like Tijuana.
That's interesting. The mic
The
picks
coma.
up the bird and lets it go.
And it
Oh,
falls.
no, it's not doing it this time. Damn. No, it didn't. It didn't grab.
Anyway, so you bought some stuff. If there's anything else you would like to try to purchase here at the
Oh my god.
at the
I
East Side
found-
Market.
Guys, I can't believe it. I was going through my photo album, right? I was going through my photo album and I found a picture of my dear, dear wife in Chatty Chat Chat.
That's not bad.
Oh, there's your.
My
kid,
wife and
too.
child! He's kind of fucked up.
There's Cladwell.
But I loved him anyway. Most of the time.
I still like the the visual of like the like real close up like 3/4 profile like classical fucking pose, but this is also really good.
Oh, it's cut off a bit because he has to fit it in the locket.
Yeah.
That was the original.
Yeah.
I'll see if I find more photos of my wife.
Anything else you guys want at the moment?
Let's see. I think we're too broke for fucking like anything. Bird, you said you turned your PP into GP, right?
Yeah, so I just changed it on my sheet to 25 GP.
Okay. I'm changing it on the
Total.
Google sheet, the Goo sheet.
Goo goo.
So we have approximately 160. We got like 1,200 gold
No. It's,
and whatever Dirk has.
5 platinum.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we got like 1,250 gold. I don't think that's enough for anything cool. I don't.
no,
Well,
yeah.
we could go some shitty magic. Well, I don't know what the magic thing. But is there anything we want? Is there anything we want? We could try to buy Dragon Shard Dust for like a what is the not quick? What the fuck are the res spells called? Holy shit!
We got Revivify, we got Resurrect, we got.
You guys have
Raise
to be
Dead.
capable of
Raise-
casting the spells, though. I don't know if any of you have.
Well, yeah. I'm more thinking like the buying the dust here would be cheaper than like if we provide the material and go to a priest or something. They'll be like, oh, okay, it's like 100 gold cheaper or some shit. I don't know. It's, they have to get the goods themselves.
It's up to you. I'll tell you, in this particular part of the marketplace, buying from the bootleg dealers, Dragon Shard is at a 25% discount. So,
That's
it's
pretty good.
whatever, like, gold amount you want, you will pay 25% less.
The 75 gold discount on Revivify, which is nice. Good even.
Do we want to invest? Because we invested in the healing potions. That was good.
If you buy,
I mean,
so that means if you buy
Raised Dead would be
500. If you buy
we could
4
buy.
Revivifies, you get an extra one free.
We'd be losing money.
Yeah.
I mean, we could. The best part about just buying this dust is we could just snort it.
It's
By
true.
that I mean we could use it for any spell.
Put it up your ass.
It is. We could use it for Revivify or Raise Dead.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
much
you could
gold
use it
wo-
for anything that requires,
Yeah.
like, a cost
True.
material component.
How much gold worth of dragon dust do you need to snort to roll on the magic surge table?
100.
Dirk buys that.
100?
Dirk doesn't have that much.
Dirk steals that.
Would you like to attempt to steal 75 gold worth of
Wow,
dragon?
that's so
dust?
sad. That is so Dragon Attica. He's 25 short. So he's gonna stab the guy.
No, 75
Pick it up.
gold worth here is 100 gold worth.
Oh no, he has 50 gold.
Yeah, I know, and I only I'm 25 short.
No.
So I'm gonna arrange the deal, stab him, and run. I'm not gonna do that. But he does know that by hand. Bothnak asks that question. Yeah, about 100.
We could spend. How much does Raise Dead? Raise Dead is 500 gold. So we could spend. 500 gold worth? Or what is Revivify? We could just spend enough for one of each. Theoretically, I think that'd be more than enough.
Revifies what, a diamond worth 300 or 100? Which is it?
300.
300,
So,
300? Jesus.
300. If we save 75 around. If you
So
want to
800. Saving us so we spend 600 gold to get a Revivify and Raise Dead worth of spell material.
Let me see. I guess.
Yeah, that would be 600. Because it would be 225 for the Revivify and 375 for the Raise Dead.
Which means
It
we're
is-
spending 600 gold for 800 gold of any whatever.
And yeah, you don't have to use it on.
Revivify or raise dead.
Yeah,
Or we
you
could
could
use it on 2
whatever the fuck.
Revivifies or whatever the fuck.
Anything that requires a cost.
Yeah. We could just use that with the Caspian money, I think. Would be fine.
Okay.
Is that a
Put
that
it
a
down
go?
at 250.
Yep.
All right. You purchase functionally 800 gold worth of dragon shard dust.
Yay! We did it!
It's a good place to buy it. It's the place to buy it, really. In Corvair, probably. This is the only place where dragon shards are plentiful enough and regulations are loose enough that it is sold at this kind of discount.
They got too much. They're giving it away.
Like the Shadow Marches has a lot of dragon shards, but the orcs keep that shit on lock. They want that dough. Here things are a little loosey gooseier.
They want that dodo.
I thought it was dust.
They make the dust into dough. It's like flour.
He is
Bread. Okay. Okay.
And if
I would
you
eat dragon
if you
shard
bake if you bake with the bread, I don't know. Finish the joke.
You have bread with magical properties.
I'll be right back.
You have magic bread. I don't know. But,
I'm sure there was a joke in there. Sure, Nick. Sure, there was a joke in there.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah. Good times. Alright, now that we spent most of our money, we should...
These are good purchases.
Yeah, it's not bad. Oh wait, we need to still split out. I take the potions from Peppy. I steal them. We got 4 people that need lessers. We give 1 to Jane and... Oh, the math don't make sense. Give 2 to each?
There'd be 1 left over.
I think
Give 1 to Dirk and 2 to
I need more.
But if you're unconscious,
True.
The purpose is spreading the love because you don't know who will be down and who will be near the person that
Yeah,
is down.
that's true. I'm more likely to be down than low.
I feel like, but the
honestly, should I have just 1? I think I should have just 1.
I think it...
I'm
it
most
should
likely to
just
go
be-
down.
or just give everyone 2,
Okay.
and then an extra
Yeah,
1
'cause
to
it's
somebody.
six.
Vothnak's the hardiest and Dirk is the fastest.
6. That'd be 8, 9. Okay, so 10, 11. There we go. That math worked. 2 to Peppy, 3 to me, Vothnak, 2 to Jane, 1 to Dirk. So you already had
I see it, yeah. Oh, I already had 2. I had 2 of what?
potions of lesser heal.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Well, according to your sheet, you did. I don't know if you.
I believe it. If it's on there, that means someone bought it and then put it on me.
The issue last time was the store didn't have enough lesser healing, so we bought higher tier, and then we spent them on stupid things, and not so stupid. Some are good use, but this splits it to be all 11. I think, right? 3, 6. Yeah, that's 11. You know, just for shits and giggles. Where is there a smith over here? In this side, in this district?
They've got smiths.
I want to ask if any of them have worked with Dakani metal.
Make an investigation
What is
check.
that? What is that metal called? Did they just call it that? I don't remember.
That stuff they call Dakani metal. The stuff that you almost got before is Dakani metal, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they just called it like adamantine or whatever.
No, it's just
It's actually vibranium.
yeah,
Gromril.
yeah, Gromril.
Wait, sorry. What did you say? Investigation?
Yeah. Seven. You spend a while. Oh, actually, you know what? I think Dakani armor is Bieshk, so I think it is Bieshk.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
I think
word.
it's Bieshk. Yeah, you spend a while searching through the various people who look like they're selling weapons and little pieces of armor and shit like that. And hey, you work with Bieshk? You work with Bieshk? You
Hey,
ever
you work
done any
with,
Dakani stuff? And they're all
yeah.
like, "Fucking brother, I wish." And just one is like, "What you got, Bieshk? I'll buy Bieshk." But you unfortunately are not able to find anybody. It's a pretty narrow skill set. There's not a lot of people who have it, and there may be someone here, but there's a million guys here, and you're having a hard time pinning anyone down right now. But you don't know. It's a big city.
Big shitty.
Big shitty.
Yeah, this is also the cheaper place. The fancy.
Yeah.
Is there a fancier market district on the?
There's a
west side?
fancier market. The west side has the fancier stuff. This is the sort of more rough and tumble marketplace. Still got a lot of good shit in it, but this is like cheaper goods, more discounts, but like less like specialized stuff.
Sorry, random question. Why did we have to do a fucked up resurrection to get people back?
Because it was massively, massively expensive to get Jarasco to do it, and they also told you that it wasn't 100% guaranteed.
Oh, that was the negotiation with Dirk and Peppy, wasn't it? Was that?
No, that was for us to get our heads.
They got healed,
Oh,
and
no,
that alone was like really expensive.
Yeah, that's right. That was the.
For higher level healing, like the Dragon Marked house fucking fleeces you. And only a very small amount of places have the capability to do higher level resurrection. And even those ones that do, it's not always a guarantee either.
I see. Because do they just mean like spirit wise or like
Spirit.
got the
It
skill?
can be. You know what? I'll say, let's presume that
We
this
even know.
has been like vocalized to the group as you're thinking aloud. Peppy can make an Arcana check if he wants about that.
Wait, what's going on, huh?
About why resurrections are not a guarantee, even if you pay the big fat fucking $1 million.
Sure.
Do they-
Arcana. Let's see.
Are they
27.
do they have to do the same kind of
27.
dealing with the guys that watch the spirit home or whatever the fuck? They're like,
So the
"Oh,
way that
man."
this is something that Peppy would have read. The way that Jarasco does it is they have what it's known as an Eldritch machine. They're like the mega artifacts that Dragon Marked houses build. It's like the Storm Spires for House Lyrandar or Eldritch machines. It's like the most impressive shit that they can build is that's what they call them. And it's this kind of altar basically that sort of they use their Dragon Marks with to revive a person, but the method by which it draws them back can draw attention. And sometimes, instead of bringing back the soul, they will bring back an entity from Delure which does not want souls to leave it.
Doesn't sound good.
But yeah,
And
that's
that's not like a
skin-
high chance. It's a pretty low, like, chance. but it is still a chance. And depending on the position of the moons, or like specifically like how they died or when they died, it can raise or decrease the probability of that happening. So there's a bit of risk.
Do those as well then inject the sphere thing, or was that because of the fucked up machine?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It was like a prototype thing.
You have no fucking idea what that was, or what even its original. Well, you know that it was like jury rigged out of something that was meant to like put the soul into Warforged.
Oh, yeah.
But
okay,
that was just sort of like jury rigged.
And they just leftover functions.
Essentially, yeah. It got. They
So
found another way to use it. But yeah, the Jurassico shit doesn't do that.
Yeah, but they do have the same issue of you try and take a soul out of there and it might not work. But in this case, so what we do is we kill a person in the House Jurassico Resurrection Center.
Maybe that would.
Are you doing it?
Maybe that would help.
All right, go. Good.
Obviously, Jurassico has not tried that. Maybe they need to talk to the skin collector. Maybe he's got some ideas for them.
We can get them those connections. We're networking.
Then
there'll be a skin collector.
Guys, we do need a network. We just lost our jobs.
It's true.
We don't
Our
need
boss
jobs.
wants to kill us, which is not a great idea.
We're not
Like,
terrorists.
We know how to get that 95% success rate to 100. Just gotta talk to a robot wearing human skin.
He
Now,
lives inside of a nightmare.
Now, this will take your net life from 1 to 0 thing that you'll be killing, but success rate.
Partnership
Bump those
with
numbers up.
House Denath or House Kundarak for death row inmates.
And
Yeah, like
if,
we're gonna clear out the prisons. Like you're good.
Gonna
if
save a
anyone
lot
has
of
any
money.
interest in reviving the person that you killed for that ritual, you're creating customers.
This is just all profit.
This is perfect. This is just like Bitcoin.
Yeah, I do like the idea. You have life in prison prisoners. They can volunteer to be executed for the Eldritch machine, and then their loved one can just resurrect them. It's like bail.
Yeah, it commutes your sentence if you sacrifice your life for somebody at the Eldritch machine.
Because there's no guarantee you're gonna have to find somebody else to sign. Like there's a wait list. It's like an organ transplant thing.
Yeah. But if they get you back, you're free.
Like you're good.
We're in the list. You revive like 80 years later. You've lost the last 20 years. Delore, fog.
You're barely a person.
Oh, prison. What's that?
You commuted your sentence. My what?
What is a sentence?
Where? I had a family in Delore. Where are they?
I was just walking around in Delore and I noticed that my lamp looked really weird.
It'd be really fucking funny if people think Delore is you just fading from existence. You're just fading into the second afterlife.
Maybe.
And it's a better
That's
place.
actually there is some stuff in EBERRON where like certain denominations think Delore is like a halfway house and not actually the final
Purgatory
destination.
kind of shit.
It may be mass copium, but who knows?
Yeah, once you get past
Nobody
Delore,
fucking.
you're just...
There's no way to verify.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could verify, but you would probably die. I'm pretty sure like there could be a fucked up wizard that makes it his job to.
There's
go
probably
there
somebody working
and
on
keep
it
going.
somewhere.
Has
He
anybody
won't make it back.
transported to Delore and then had to take somebody back with them?
People have gone to Delore. It's possible to physically go there. I don't think it's possible to physically take a soul. I think you could
What?
take like a denizen of Delore because there are like living creatures that live there, but I don't think it's possible to take a soul. I think it just like I don't think it works.
That reminds me of something of I don't know why, but like there's something of like
Iron jar, iron flask.
no. I think it reminds me of I think it's actually Castlevania. I don't remember. It's like somebody goes somewhere to figure something out. No, it's not. It's something somebody goes to a different dimension and finds out like the secret to everything, but it's a one-way trip, and they can't pass the message back. What is that?
I don't know.
Interstellar?
No, because he passes messages back.
Yeah,
No, I mean literally, like he goes there, he figures out the secrets of the universe, and it's like something really fucking stupid, I think. And he figures it out, and he's really pissed about it, but he can't get the message back, and they just assume that he did it, or maybe he didn't.
That sounds
Because it
good,
looks like
but I do not
he
know.
exploded or something.
The
It's
lesson,
like, oh, he
folks.
made it.
Never reach enlightenment. It'll just be worse because nobody else will know what the fuck you're talking about.
True.
It would
That's
be very,
pretty much
very
right, yeah.
lonely.
You're the only one that's you go ahead and preach to everybody, and they're like, "Yeah, man, I get it," and you're like, "You don't. You fucking missed
I
it.
can
You
see
missed
that you don't.
You missed it,
How
dog.
did
You
what?
weren't there. You had to be there.
Point across.
You had to be there.
You had to meditate for 2,000 years.
Yeah. Oh, I've been meaning to get around to that, meditating, but it's
But I've been fucking.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Something-
Yeah, it's been too
Done.
much, man. I've been fucking too.
I gotta
hard,
finish
too
Succession
much.
first.
I gotta know
On
how it ends
backlog.
before I start meditating.
Like I heard it's really good. Like I've been binging it on Netflix, HBO Go.
Excuse me, it's
Hulu
called
Plus?
Max now.
Hulu
Just
Plus?
Max.
No,
That's just
Hulu.
Max.
Hulu.
Hoo. Open
Thanks.
hammer style.
God. Yeah, I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, you-
go to
you
Honda
good?
Master.
All right, you want to circle back now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
All
we've
right.
done everything we can.
Car's probably left.
You now festooned with healing potions and dragon shard dust, you return to the docks here on the east side. And go seeking out the harbor master. That's the sound of all the tropical birds, by the way. Is that bird sound we've been
True.
hearing?
See, I'm telling. I don't know how that gets through the noise filter.
It's clear. It's clear as a bell. It's louder than you.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's my mic is over here. The window is over there.
Don't know. But yeah, make your way back to the harbor master. I think Peppy's the one with, not Peppy. Dirk's the one with good peepers, right? I think Grond's
For a certain
okay.
definition of good papers.
What's Grond?
Good what?
Perception.
Oh, peepers. I thought you said papers. I was
No.
like, what? My perception bonus is
No, just you're passive. You're passive.
21.
Okay.
Passive.
And Dirk's is, I think, around there. So we'll say
Yeah, I
as
think
you're
we're like neck and neck.
as you're sort of walking along the docks, looking for the harbor master, you do see something that catches your eye for a moment. Let me see here. Yeah. What is that? I'm sorry. Hold up.
That's the sound of a bird.
You
That's
see a
the
bird.
sound of the beast. Whoop.
Sound of the police.
Exactly.
What is that? Oh, got it. Okay. You see a very large ship at one of the docks. Very much like an old Ironsides. Like it's armor plated. Definitely a lot larger and heftier than the Blue Horizon. And there's 2 gun decks. This is like a heavy-duty fucking like warship looking thing. Could definitely take a lot of hits and certainly give out a few. And over it you can see banners of the Manticore, which is the symbol of House Kundarak. and
Like Hunt's direct.
that would just generally be like, as you're walking along, you're like, oh, that's a cool ship. It's a big ass ship. But you see somebody leaving it, like off the little gangplank back onto the docks and away from it, and you can see that it's sort of like a pudgy looking kid, teenager, in some sort of like bluish uniform. And he is like pulling a sheet down over a mirror on wheels that he is pushing.
I run. I gather everybody. Say run.
I agree. I go with him. I don't know what's happening, but I go.
Yeah.
To where?
With the fear of getting left behind.
It's Caspian.
Oh.
So wait, describe exactly what's going on with the mirror thing one more time.
There is a teenager in a uniform, putting the sheet back over a rolling mirror similar to the ones you've been confronted with in the past, and
he's putting a sheet over the mirror.
Like putting it back over, like it's like he's done with it, and is coming off of that large Kundarak ship, down the gangplank back onto the docks.
Kundarak.
Okay. Yeah, which house does that?
Kundarak is the security and banking house.
Kundarak, more like Boondarak.
They're the
Security in
dwarven. They're
what
the dwarven.
manner? Like security is in financial security, or like
Both. They do financial security. They do security. They also do jail stuff as well. They do a lot of that stuff. They also own Dreadhold, which is that big fuck-off prison off in the Lazar Principalities. A bunch of stuff like that. They own most of the banks. Real heavy-duty house. Definitely, probably, like, if we're talking richest and most powerful, it's gotta be, like, top 3. Kenneth is definitely number 1.
who has detect thoughts? Does anybody?
I'm an empath.
Schmupton had detect thoughts.
Hold on, I need to.
Schmupton listens in on the thoughts, and the thoughts are...
Every being in the world, their natural state is thinking.
The farts.
That's why it's so hard to be smart and cool, because you have to stop thinking of end parts first.
It's very difficult. It's really difficult because when like other people talk, my mind goes elsewhere and obviously goes to that.
Immediately returns to my default state of end farts.
Okay. I'm gonna say maybe we could get a glimpse of what they were talking about up there, but I don't know. So Caspian was talking to them.
Looks like
presumably Caspian.
You haven't seen anybody use this particular like sort of like extravagant tactic for communicating with people, so it seems like it's a reasonable assumption.
It's his MO. He's lavish.
He's a bit of a drama queen.
Yeah, he needs to be able to show off his gestures.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Be like, oh, I'm lounging.
Yeah.
Look at me lounge. She's my mechanical kitty cat.
Duchess.
I think we should investigate.
Oh god,
the
Duchess
ship,
is
or
here.
what
We
do you
need
think?
to run. We're gonna die.
No. I don't think they can jump through the portal or the mirror.
You think?
Maybe they can. I don't know if we've tried.
Who knows? You could try to jump through it and stuff both your feet through it, like when Renando broke that painting in Sandroa.
Some part of Fernando got trapped in a Mario 64 level. That's why he was so...
That's a good.
It's still
like the
probably
idea more if it had actually worked once. I don't know if it had.
one of my favorite fucking moments of that whole campaign. Still.
See, what makes it so good is that it was Victor doing it, and then he just silently brought down another painting.
And it was like one that was way further away from the place you wanted to be. He was like ready to like make the spell before he could speak. It's like I jump into it feet first like Mario. I was like, okay, well your feet punch through the fucking painting, it rips in half, and Victor just buries his face in his hands.
The funniest part is that Victor just could naturally read thoughts, so he knew just about when it was gonna happen that it was gonna happen.
And he let it happen.
I mean, yeah.
Well, no, he didn't have enough. I don't think he had enough time to react because the thought entered Rando's head maybe 1 millisecond before he
The
did
thought
it.
entered his head like after he did it.
Yeah.
It's Ronick thought of it, enacted it. As soon that's how we stop a lot of telekinetic people. Is it like they're like, oh, I can read your thoughts. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing until I've done it.
Yeah, I'm just operating
Checkmate.
pure instinct here.
Like we
Haha.
we say Operation whatever or Plan Delta, and we're like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna do something.
I mean, isn't that what Peppy did when he yelled out Plan Omicron, and all of us were like, what? And he just jumps off the cliff, and we're like, I guess that's
Yeah,
Omicron.
Plan Omicron, dude.
He fooled those
That's what I
fucking
mean,
brain bugs.
I missed that segment of Peppy's time where he just started yelling random things and said plan, and then we just didn't do it.
Listen, that hasn't ended. We just
Yeah,
haven't needed a plan in a little bit, okay?
We are in that
That's it.
era.
It's been a bit.
You're acting like it ended. Like we haven't needed a plan in a little bit, all right? We've been on boat.
It's true. Boat arc. The boat arc is over for now. We'll
Because
be back.
when you're on a boat, you're always by default operating on planned boat.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like a default, like it's a resting order. It's like we're all doing plan boat.
So anyways, you saw that happen, and you can see the teenager with the mirror just continues into the crowd and looks like he's pushing it further into the city.
I have a question. And this is gonna be a kind of funny, kind of weird question. How miserable does he look?
How miserable does he look?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look psyched. He looks kind of like... Make an insight check.
Also, I forget how the mirror exactly works. Does it turn off when it has the mirror with the
You've
thing
seen
over it? Or-
like the sheet be pulled off, and then you've seen like it shimmer, and then the image appears.
Okay.
So it's not like it always is on.
14 inside.
14. He's got like the look of a face of, you know, like a 16-year-old at his first part-time job who's just kind of like putting up with it.
Okay, cool, perfect. All right. I say, hey, sir. Young man.
You approach
Hey,
the guy.
I wouldn't really call me a young man. I'm a guy, I guess.
I'm not talking to you.
I heard Dirk, I apologize.
What's that? Huh? What? Hi.
I say, hey, now how well dressed is he, or is that like a uniform?
He
kind
looks
of
like
look?
he's wearing a uniform.
Okay, all right, cool. I say, hey, what was that mayor talking about on that boat? I pull out 1 gold.
He looks at you and he says, "You know what? Make a persuasion check."
Persuasion, a flat D20. 7.
7. He sort of like furrows his brow at you and then turns his head and he keeps pushing the mirror.
I do fun party trick and I do a 5. Between, like the thing they do. And,
Make a persuasion check again. That's a significant enough increase that I'll give you another one.
4.
4? He looks back at you and he says, Not interested. You seem like a nice guy, but I'm not. You're not my. He just keeps pushing it.
No, hold on. I know what'll get him instead. I pull out and this is technically not an overall. Well, it's an overall increase, but I'll pull out 1 platinum. See, it's shinier. That should get his attention.
I'm gonna roll to see how stupid he is. Full middle of the road. He looks back. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. This is... You've not really been like... You've just kind of been holding up like mildly larger denominations of cash.
6, 9. Wow.
9?
Good rolls.
He looks back, he would says,
Ever? Well,
I have a girlfriend. He keeps pressing the mirror.
Big deal.
what school does he go to? I bet it's not yours.
Another one!
I knew it.
She goes to school in the Talenta Plains. You wouldn't know her.
Alright. Well, is she gonna be at prom? She won't.
No, she's sick that day.
I'm gonna go to hers instead.
I'm gonna go to hers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my mom was taking me there. We got a flat tire though, so we didn't make it.
You're going to... Oh, yeah, I remember you said you were going to your girlfriend's prom, but I saw you crying in the Arby's parking lot all night.
It was
Fire.
after he dumped me. There was a fire.
She died. There was a fire at the prom. She died.
And then they got my order wrong.
They got my order wrong.
My mom said that I could get
The roast beef was burned, and all I could think about was her.
Are you guys okay?
No, I didn't want pickle.
I'm not okay. My girlfriend from the Talenta Plains died in a fire.
I wanted curly fries.
They fucked up my curly fries. That's way worse.
Did she die like 3 years ago?
My mom said she would need to get me the latest Call of Duty.
And I took the pickles off the burger, but it tastes like pickles.
But I thought they put bacon on my sandwich. I thought they put bacon on my sandwich, but they were pickle chips.
I said no mustard, and then I put French mustard. Alright, well, I've done as much as I
It was
can
worth a
without
shot, but he
trying
did
to
not
beat this
seem.
kid.
He seemed a little put off by you. It seemed.
Intimidation may have been a stronger suit, but
Look, you should follow him into the city.
I mean, I think he's just gonna go to wherever the Kenneth house is.
But what if it is a secret?
I mean, I open the map and I look at the building labeled Kenneth.
But what if it is a secret that is different than it is a secret?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Okay, Dirk, did you follow this small child that's not you, but I said was you at first, and see where he goes?
So you want me to follow a small child? I
Yeah,
got you.
I called him a young man, but he's a child.
No need to explain.
I said
you.
young man because I thought
I
that
know,
would give him a
it's
sense of
fine.
importance.
Don't worry about
you
it.
know?
I will chase this child for you.
Okay.
Do you want him strung up and quartered?
Don't chase him. No. Don't draw and quarter him. That's
Are
not.
you sure?
You can draw a picture if you want, because then we could
okay.
know where he went.
Okay,
Not
I'll do that.
100%, but
I'll
pretty
draw a
sure.
picture
You
on
see,
him. I got you.
just a-
All right,
just
I'll
a
be
kid doing
back and
that.
I'll find him.
Well, he's right there. You
I go
just
do
need to,
it.
like, tail him
I do it.
secretly.
Make a stealth check.
Try not to be too green.
I put the hood up on my thingy and get advantage.
And then we'll go to the Harbor Master.
19.
19, you feel very stealthy as you slip into the crowds and follow this relatively quite easy to track fellow. He's pushing a fucking mirror under his sheet. And we'll check back in with that in a moment. Because he's got a ways to go.
I'm going to say this for ideas for the future, but with Pepe's illusion magic, I think he'd be able to recreate an image of Caspian good enough that we could falsify messages from it.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty
I
familiar
wouldn't put it
with
past
the guy.
myself. I think I could do that.
We just need to have Dirk push a cart with a mirror. Pepe can conjure an image of Caspian.
Not the worst idea.
Yeah, so my boss told me to give all of the money in this building to these guys.
I wave.
Just use it to commit petty crimes.
Hey, he said to empty the cash register. It's like, there's like 2 gold in there. He's like, yeah, he said they wanted it.
It's theirs, yeah.
Hey, aren't those the same? Those look a lot like the people that Caspian said that we should kill.
He
Yeah.
said to cancel that plan. Cancel that one, actually kill Caspian.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he's having a depressive episode.
Yeah, but like do it for real.
Yeah, he said that.
It's
Like he
just
said,
an
he was
illusion
totally.
of him just like,
He said he's
darling,
totally lucid
come
and he
on
wants
over and
it.
put one here, here, and here.
It's like, darling,
Fucking
you must
blast me
understand.
with the magic gun.
I'm not in my right mind, but I don't care. I don't want to be healthy again. I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. End it all for me, darling.
Do not bargain with me. Just end it.
If I come back and say that anything else, if I ever call you again, ignore it all. Just kill me.
On sight. On sight, darling.
Hey, guys, how about this? What if we just go to work like nothing ever happened?
Strong.
I mean, to be honest, I thought the mirror was coming for us at first, and then I realized he was saying putting the blanket over it, and I was like, oh, it's not for us. I was
What's
like,
that
What if we
fucking-
just report to Caspian like nothing ever happened?
There's that
No one
one-
quit.
There's that one
I
fucking
mean, you could-
Seinfeld episode where he
Yeah.
where he,
Uh-huh.
where he quits.
Yep, exactly.
Then he comes back in like on Monday and just pretends that he hadn't quit.
I've always wanted to try.
We just watched that episode actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys watching?
What? Who quit? You thought that was? You believe me?
What? Wild. Caspian. Oh my god, you thought we were... Oh, you silly goon. We have no idea why you tried to kill us. Can we work for you again? You're paying us very well.
like, you tried to kill us?
No.
I have
didn't-
no
couldn't
idea.
even tell.
Dude, I thought that was
Couldn't
a
even
love
tell.
bug. I thought it was a
Couldn't
love
even
bug.
tell. I couldn't even tell. I
Look,
thought that was just a little spat, you know? You don't do
look,
this.
that thing got delivered properly, right? Look, we're all set then, right? Come on, man.
Like, we did our end. Nothing on you, nothing on us. Swear to God. On my mother.
Well, not my mother. Or the other one. Or the other one. Anyway, you could be my dad.
I can't wait for the next time the mirror rolls up on you and Caspian is saying all sorts of nasty shit. He's being mean, and then Dirk says, "Yeah, well the jerk store called." They're running out of here.
And that's just where it ends. He doesn't even finish shit because he's too stupid.
He just fucks it up. He says, "Yeah, well, the place they
Well, the Dirk store called that they're running out of me. Damn it!
And then he's, "What's the difference, darling? You're their all-time bestseller."
And of course,
Dirk would never sell for
And
anything.
then
they're
Dirk,
just
the traditional
No one would
comeback
want me.
after that, which is, "Well, I had sex with your wife."
no, he just does a knife at him.
And then you have one of the Saint Cyrs, and I
Switch it up
fucked
and
your
then punch one.
Duchess.
My God,
Bringing that
my
bullshit.
Duchess is dead.
I had sex with your robot cat.
Duchess, is this true?
Duchess!
Duchess, no!
What have I told you about cavorting with the green ones?
Meow.
He was protection.
Duchess spends a lot of time
Meow.
fucking Melian's Gate.
It's so funny they do that. Duchess is just a person. We just think it's just a robot.
Person, yeah. It's not a robot cat with no will of its own.
No.
Maybe it is a
I
person.
think
you
it
don't
would
fucking
be.
know.
I was about to say, I'm like, I think it would be kind of funny and fucked up if, and this may be true, that Caspian had put an actual soul into the core of Duchess.
Oh, Duchess, are you
Yeah, it's
acting
Dirk's
out?
real. It's Dirk's orphan parents.
His soul
They're
is
both in
incompatible.
there.
Don't worry about her. Her soul is incompatible with her form. She gets antsy.
It's Peppy's mom.
She was never meant to roam the multiple planes again.
You see,
She's
he
suffering.
didn't deny Dirk's orphans, but he did say Peppy's mom, so it's more likely to be Dirk's.
You see, what's wonderful, she can still remember her old life, but she can't comprehend it.
She can't communicate either.
All right, so you find the harbor master.
And the harbor master say,
And you see
got any belugas?
you see a wizened old fellow who seems to be conducting all the business here, and he looks at you and he says, "Well, welcome to Newthrone. What's up?"
Alright,
What can I do for you?
we're here to check, is the baby beluga still docked here?
The baby
I left some
beluga, let me
cargo
take a
up
look.
on it.
Hey. Looks like it, huh? Oh, just gonna be loaded up with a return voyage soon and head on back over to Sharn, it looks like. Probably a few day or two.
Which pier was it in again? Whatever you call it.
And it'd be B-17 bomb.
I was thinking that.
B-17 bow. I'm glad that was a deep cut. Good one.
Yeah. Going old school. Yeah, sure, that's it. Dark B-17.
Right. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Peace out.
Girl Scout.
Aw, I was gonna do it. Dirk has
Slapped
been...
her.
That's the noise he makes.
Fucking
good times.
Grand has forgotten that Dirk went off on a sneaking mission, so he's turned and he's just like hard slapped a goblin child.
I instinctively go to slap Dirk, and I'm like, I hit whatever's in his place, and it's a small passerby. It's a small child passing by. I'm like,
Dead.
oh,
Completely dead.
You are beginning to remind me of famous character from Throne Gromer Grimson. This is not good.
This is insult. You do not want to be compared to him.
Gromer grab child
Improve
named
yourself.
Grart.
You should
Are
work
you
on
little?
self-improvement.
all right. Well, let's go check out that boat.
I look at the boat.
You approach deck B-17, dock B-17 Bomber, and you can see there is a fine little trading vessel there. It's small. It's relatively nondescript. It's got sort of like a powdery, like sky blue coloration to it, paint. And it says Baby Beluga in very fine white script along the side. And you can see there's a bit of motion on board. It doesn't look like it's it's like packed on there. There's a few things being moved onto it, but it looks like they're probably not in the full swing of like loading up. That'll probably come in the next couple of days. And it's pretty light, pretty lightly occupied at the moment. It looks like. But you do see on the deck one of the people who is on there, sort of issuing a command here and there, is somebody who was described to you, this very colorful, like, bird of paradise, Aarakocra.
Yes, Quimbley Wimblebottom.
Quimbus Fleedley.
Quimbus Tweebly.
Are there any unattended boxes of cargo?
Unattended boxes. I mean, there's boxes all over.
And
the
or
goddamn place.
opened boxes.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty.
What they got? Or is it like cordoned off? I want to just be like passing. I want to do like just walking by, like, oh no.
It looks like they're loading onto the ship right now a whole bunch of boxes of like fruit. You can see there's some kind of alcohol being loaded on there, and it looks like maybe some boxes of like chocolate.
Are there? I'm a strong guy. Are there any? Which I guess is what I'll do while probably somebody else try to run some operations on this to figure out if anybody's on board, but we're just asking them. I want to see if while they're loading it, if they're lifting it, if it looks like they're lifting a box that is heavier than it should be based on cargo.
I guess we could do an insight or an investigation. I don't know.
Kind of thing. If it looks like they're, yeah.
Somebody give me an insight or an investigation.
And I say, I don't know, Peppy, you could try to like either just go ask for Quimbley or maybe sneak on disguised as what Zaan was disguised as and see if you could figure out if he's on there or anything. Also, actually, what's our plan if we see him? What do we like try to
killing
snap
him? Like,
out of it,
I don't know. Our plan is usually hurt and like violence.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I don't know if that's the best plan
wait.
though.
How did we snap the Warforged out of it? I don't remember.
It seemed like it wore off when after you killed Mole.
After you what?
After you killed the mole that was in that area.
Insight. 12.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody. You're not noticing anything particularly unusual. You're not sure exactly how heavy these are supposed to be. But I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's picking up a thing of oranges that looks like it's 8,000 pounds, or somebody picking up, you know, something and it seems way too light. Like, it doesn't seem to be like a. If there is a discrepancy, it's very subtle, or maybe
I'm
it's,
not
it's
sure
just
that
totally
not I don't remember what fucking movie or game it's from, but like one where they lift up and like, careful with that one, you know, that kind of line. They do.
Nothing like that, really. It just looks like business as usual here on the Baby Beluga.
Okay. I mean, I don't even know if they're doing anything actual, like. Because did he charter a boat, or is this his crew / boat?
I
don't recall.
He basically like paid to hitch a ride on a trading vessel.
Okay, so they're not.
These guys might just be regular
related
dudes.
per se. Okay. It might just be worth asking Quimbles where Quimbley Field. Who wants? Peppy, you want Dr. Crumble?
Sure, am I the most likely to get in there and not die?
I forget who
Surprisingly.
who's the more persuasive peoples in the party? I don't remember. Jane?
I'm not very
I
persuasive.
don't know who else.
But I can
I got a
disguise
0.
myself. Actually, we can seeming if we want. Seeming something.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if we need to be honest. I don't know.
I'd like strength in numbers. I don't trust myself just alone in there.
I have a +4.
Sure, persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean,
Vatnak is inherently charming, not to mention cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. It's really true.
Well,
I mean, you could.
It's true. Damn.
Seeming lasts for 8 hours. You might as well cast it while we do whatever the fuck we do. Who knows?
Yeah, so we don't get identified. Oh, my back. Ah, fuck. You ever get really
way
itchy
if-
all of a sudden?
Yeah. But that would help in case Quimbley gets asked by Zaan, like, did anybody come looking for him? It's like, yeah, it's this guy with this stupid hat. It's like,
My
no.
flaps are gone.
I would say, did
I'll
he
be
have
this-
flaps
Oh, wait, no,
on
we
his
got the
hats?
flaps
And he was
back.
like, he had no flaps on his hat. He's like, all right, it's not Pepe.
No flaps. All right, good. Fuck.
Whew. What a relief.
They'll see
Pepe
the
would
troll
never be
with the
caught
chef
dead
hat,
with no
though.
flaps.
They say troll with chef hat, and they say, oh,
Pepe does have flaps. Didn't he make flaps out of like fucking pig skin or some bullshit?
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
He did, but they fell off because that's gross.
I feel like there was a makeshift flapping, but I don't
I think
remember what it was.
There
Zhu gave me
was.
some flaps.
There was a makeshift.
I think Drew was
remember that.
using tailoring to do that or something, yeah.
So, by what means do you wish to approach this gentleman?
Describe our visual right now.
You are at one of the many docks here. The Baby Beluga is towards the end of one of the smaller docks. It's a small ship. It's smaller than the Blue Horizon.
Mhm.
It's a little trading vessel. There's no guns on it. It looks like there are some guys carrying like crossbows and stuff and wands that are probably like, you know, in the off chance that our little podunk trading vessel gets hit by a pirate, we've got somebody who can fight back. But there's not a lot of guys here. There's probably like 8 people in and around the ship. And you're not sure if all of them work for the ship or if they're just like dock laborers who help get stuff on. The dock itself is pretty busy, but I would say probably about like 3 dozen people in your vicinity, like on the actual like the pier. And they're just sort of like there's a large pile of crates of various items that are just being pretty casually, like with no sense of urgency, loaded onto the Beluga, and this colorful Aarakocra figure is sort of milling about on the deck, like directing people where to carry things and so forth. Just general gist.
Okay. So what if we seeming as dock workers or workers of the boat and get up there? Like the people moving the cargo, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is they're... We don't know. It might just be the simplest way is to just ask the dude, and he doesn't care. Or he's like, oh, you know the guy that chartered our ship? Yeah, he fucking left. Or they might be like, intruders! Kill!
Okay, what about this? What if we find a box
Mm-hmm.
and then we go into the box, okay,
Mhm.
and then we wait for them to load the box into it, and then when the box is on the boat, we jump out and kill everybody.
Yeah. And when you jump out of the box, they go,
Yeah.
Or you
Box
can just.
could be a plan.
Or you could
I mean,
I think that would work.
We know
you're safe
very little
inside.
about
You're
what is happening.
undetected inside the box until you get tummy troubles. And
You know what? I could just polymorph in there as a fly. I have polymorph.
would you like to?
However,
Are you gonna polymorph yourself as a box?
do
Well, I could get in
remember-
there and I could like investigate stuff.
Do recall that polymorph does change all of your stats to match the animals.
Including your intellectual ones.
Yes, but I'm not very smart anyway.
Well,
A fly is different.
Okay, so wait, what is?
it's not gonna make you like you can still follow a basic plan, but like improvising after the fact will probably be like you'll be at an impairment for that.
Let's go over this. We need to talk to Quimbless Fleetly.
Yes.
Wimbley
Wow.
Fleeblebottom.
We need Quingus Flingus. Why?
This
What
is
do
a
we need from him?
Harry Potter ass sounding name, isn't it?
What do we need from Sklimby?
Sklindy?
Are you talking about the same person or a different
Mhm.
one?
Yeah. You know, Scrunko.
We need to
What do we
talk to
need?
Glup Shido on board the ship.
So what do we need from Baby Yoda exactly?
What do we need from
Um,
Dexter Jetster right
we-
now?
The hope to get the info of where Zaan went,
Mm-hmm.
or if he's coming back on the boat. Like maybe he said, "Yes, I will be gone for one day. I am going to do business in the city. We'll be
Is it-
back by the time you leave."
So this is a guy who's on the ship
But we
that
don't
Zaan
know
was
if Quimbly Fleebly is actually an evildoer who's also going to attack us at first sight.
on. Mhm. Have we seen him on the boat? Do we know what he looks like?
We know what he looks like from what Jane had described, or whoever had scried had seen.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you know who
He's-
looks like?
Fleetly.
Yeah, he's
Queen,
he's the colorful Aarakocra.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah.
We can.
Queen Bee Beam.
Well, he's gonna find.
Would you like some rice? You think some rice? Is that racist?
Probably.
you're gonna bribe him with food?
We know you're
Hey,
poor.
you want some rice?
I mean, you're never a cook, but you're poor, right?
I mean, to be honest, look, if somebody like went up to you and was like, "Hey, you want a sandwich?" Like, maybe what kind of sandwich?
I'm not
yeah,
sure
but,
I would
first
take
who
it.
hired
It would
you?
really
And
depend.
why did they hire you?
That'd be fucking-
It would
that'd be-
depend on the person. If I'm hungry, what
Yeah.
kind of sandwich?
that'd be
I
shambles
would
up.
not accept the sandwich unless it was shrink wrapped.
Even then.
I mean, they could have done that.
That's true. You know, that's a great point. I
Who
just
would
think
have a
I just
reason
wouldn't
to
accept
speak
the
with this
sandwich.
dude?
Walk
It
up.
depends on. It depends.
What if this
Rice.
guy's giving me a sandwich filled with ground glass and arsenic?
Well, then you have a good story.
Yeah.
So we're gonna walk up to them. Pepe's gonna be there disguised to walk up. Rice falling through his fingers. In his cupped
I'm a
hand.
rice
He
merchant.
says, He says, "Hey, you want any rice? Want some
He says-
rice?"
Oh yes, I do.
And
As
also,
a matter
"Hey."
of fact, I'd like nothing more.
And then he says, "Now that I'm in." So, what do you know about Zaan? You know that guy? You know that guy? You know that guy?
You hear about him?
You with this?
You hear about-
You with this?
You hear about
this
this?
guy?
You see about this? You hear about
You hear
this?
about this guy? You see this guy?
I'm Zan's cousin, and he called me. He said he wanted. He's
got
I'm
in a
Zan's
car accident.
cousin, Naz.
He got in a car accident, and
You believe
you're
he's
his
some-
emergency contact.
I know that must be surprising, right? But he really cares about you.
Because I'm his cousin. You think me, but no.
No, it's
He
you.
actually
I
hates
just-
me. He got into the car accident desperately trying to escape from me.
But basically, he needs my help. He needs my help. He needs my help. He needs my help.
Yeah,
he needs my help. He needs me. He needs
Help
my
me,
help.
help me, help you.
But they won't let me into the emergency room without his emergency contact, which is you. So
You
The,
come
the,
with
the
me to the
police
hospital.
officer standing at the door says that I'm not allowed to approach his room. But I think that if I'm with the emergency contact, we can sort of circumnavigate.
Let me in.
Because you have power of attorney over who sees this man.
He's
and
giving you
lets him
power
live.
of attorney over him. I should have mentioned.
Listen,
that.
I need you to help me euthanize Zaan.
He's had
And
a,
since you have power of attorney, you have the power to kill him.
His wife has decided to pull the plug on him as per his request, but I need you to keep him alive with your power of attorney.
I was gonna say, his wife has decided to let him live, but you having power of attorney can pull the plug.
No, no, no. I want him alive. I need him. I need him. I need him. I'm going to take him out of there, and he's going to be with me again.
listen, his wife has elected to euthanize him. They decided it's too bad. He's never gonna recover, and I agree, but they won't let me do it. So I need you to come in there.
I just
They
want to
said
be the
I'm
one
not
to
a
do
trained
it.
professional for that. I said I have a hammer right here.
I said
Right
I'm his
here.
cousin. I said my name is his name backwards. It's only natural that I hit him in the head with a hammer
It's
and
only,
his skull
it's only
stops being in one piece.
Nastral. It's only Nastral, I said, and they said,
Nastral.
what? I'm like, my name is...
I used to say that to him. My cousin Zaan, I pointed at him, and I tried to throw that, and they stopped me with the hammer. I had it there. I was trying to, like, puncture it with
I
the
don't
point.
understand. I explained this to the doctor. I don't understand why it matters whether or not a plug is pulled or whether I hit him hundreds of times with a meat tenderizer. It's going to have the same effect.
He's in a coma. He can't tell us he feels pain.
We
We'll
don't
never
know if people in comas feel pain. We just don't have the evidence.
So anyway, tell me how Zaan is.
Like, I was saying, like people always say shit like, "Oh, if you don't know it, it's not gonna hurt you. If you don't know he's in pain, he's not in pain."
I don't know he's in pain, so he's not.
If a comatose patient is beaten about the head and face with a meat tenderizer, does he feel
It didn't
pain?
happen.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
So we're
All right.
on all seeming as cute little
Yeah, I
dock
think-
workers.
All right.
Yeah, we're
I
cute
think
little dog
Botnak and
workers.
Peppy are
Cutie little
going on
thighs.
board.
Very well. You are all now nondescript workers of the dock.
I am 8 feet tall and 2 inches, but
And
that's okay.
so charismatic.
And I'm yeah, and 2 inches. I'm a
Your
Goliath.
clearance
I
is
guess.
wide.
2 inches wide, 2 inches wide.
2 inches bride.
I'm a Goliath, and my name is Baldlar, and I'm bald.
I am a human, and my name is Jeff.
Jeff at
The
Baldlar.
killer.
No. He's not going by that name anymore.
These are fun.
He's Jeff the Stacker now. He stacks boxes.
I like stacks kills.
They always say, "Hey, look, it's Jeff the Action," or whatever he's doing something. Oh, Jeff is yelling at you because you fucked up again. It's Jeff the Yeller.
Oh, you fuck you, you piece of shit.
All right, so we should probably. Is there like a area where the cargo's loaded, or?
Yeah, I mean, there's it's a little bit loose. It's not like cordoned off or anything, but there's like a stack of crates that they are lifting from to take them onto the ship.
All right, I guess we walk over there.
All right.
Yeah, I am watching the cargo to see if cargo road and is actually bombs, but it doesn't appear to be. But, you know.
You look at them, you're like, nice oranges, and he says, these aren't oranges. They're
These are
bombs.
bombs.
They're
They're
tangerines.
made in a bomb
They're in a
factory.
bomb factory.
They're bombs.
There should
I
be.
go buy one of those oranges.
No.
So you approach. You can see the other dock workers carrying shit on. Give you a bit of an odd glance. Obviously, we're not expecting an addition to the crew. But they're not saying anything at the moment. They're just sort of like, there's more guys. Okay.
I wave as Bald Lars wants to do.
Just sort of gives you a little head nod.
Get the character in Bald Lar.
Yeah, they just go about their business.
All right, nice.
Right.
They don't seem to be too threatened by your presence, it seems.
All right, so we try and meander our way on. We sort of are moving boxes around. We sort of help out a little bit, you know. We're like, oh, hey, it's hot out, huh?
Another day, another box of stacking.
Another scorcher
And then we eventually,
today, huh?
we eventually just end up sort of inside the boat. Is that a way we can end up being?
Do you want to get inside and like below decks?
Yeah, we like meander our
As
way
you're-
up.
as you're sort of coming up with some crates, you can see the Mr. Fleedley sort of takes a peek at what you're holding. He's like, right, take that downstairs and all the way to section gonna be labeled D. Just stack those in D. Just make sure that they're stacked tight, and we don't want them slipping around when we get going. All right.
I'm downstairs.
All right.
She's downstairs.
Butler. Back in the box. Back in the box.
You're a tall one.
Man, they always said that when I came out, they had to pull me out really hard, and I was stretched out like a long stick.
That sounds believable.
And I'm bald.
All right then.
I like the idea
What
that
a
your
nice-
parent names
what a
you
nice
like,
lad.
my-
What a
yeah.
friendly lad.
name my kid Baldlar because he was bald when he was born. It's like most babies are bald. It's like
This is you
Really?
just that's just recreated the backstory of Bald Rick from
It's a deep well. It's a deep, hairless well.
I
Don't
do love
don't
the
tell
idea
me
of parents.
they named you that because you were bald. I'm angry. I'm mad about that.
Yeah, because I was bald as a child. It's like,
I can't
most-
believe that.
Most children are bald at birth, and then I like the idea of that character being like, "What?"
Oh my god.
Wait till my
Most-
parents hear about this.
Most children are bald at birth. What? I can't believe it.
That explains why I have hair.
That's why I'm there now. I was like, I don't get it. I'm not bald.
He's constantly confused, looking in the mirror. Why am I not bald? Why do I have feathers?
Is this bald? Is this what bald looks like? What's that then?
It's a minor difference. It's a
Is that
tonal
super
one.
bald?
Oh.
They take off the hat. Super bald.
So I mean,
You're
he indicates for you to go to a specific place in the cargo hold. So I suppose by following those instructions, you can get below deck.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Time to go. Cargo hold.
Move towards it.
Right now, ball go hold.
Wait, let me.
You
It's
you
me hitting the buzzer.
Very aggressively.
you
I feel
carry.
unwanted.
So you just want to
Good.
carry it to the spot that he indicated,
Mm-hmm.
or
I'm waiting for Peppy to do something. 'Cause I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm in told to do.
all right.
I mean, we're making our way inside the ship, right?
Yeah, I mean, he said take that shit to the cargo hold. So
Yeah, we keep going. We
Okay.
keep going.
you go down.
Well, I
the
want to get
stair-
like deeper into the ship.
Okay. Do you want to just go to the cargo hold?
Yeah, let's go to the cargo hold. Let's see a cargo road, man.
You head down to the lower decks of the ship, into
Actually, cargo C.
the cargo hold,
Hmm.
and you can see there are a couple of cordoned off areas inside this hold. They've been cordoned off with like little stripes painted on the ground on white paint. And you can see that there are different items that have been stacked, different crates that have been stacked in 4 spots labeled A, B, C, and D.
Oh.
Let's see. Can I do anything funny in here? Let me look at my spells real quick.
I think you said D.
Yeah, okay, so we put the crates at D, we do our jaws, but I look around while we're doing. Is there anything interesting in this cargo hold?
Make an investigation
Anything
check.
of note?
Make an investigation.
Can you say that again?
Make an investigation.
Investigate.
19.
19. If you are very interested in purchasing spiced rum, if you would like some spiced rum, if you would like some fresh tropical fruits, if you would like chocolate.
Alright, so this is just normal car. I thought there'd be something spicy, something juicy, but there's nothing.
Just
Alright,
cargo.
put the crates down, and then the crew of the ship, do they have a look?
Did the crew of the ship have a look? I mean, they looked like sailors.
Uniform?
I mean,
Sailors? Like, are they uniformed?
There was
or...
only a few. There was only a few of them. It looks like not a lot of the crew is here right now. It looks like it's mostly laborers.
Were the laborers all around the ship?
All around the ship? I mean,
Like,
they're
could I see
mostly
them on the ship?
they're mostly just going from above deck to the cargo hold and back. They're not really.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a... Because I think I can change my seeming, right?
Yeah.
I think you can change. I think you can change anybody's actually.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of what disguise we could change into that would allow us free reign of the ship.
The sailors do not have a uniform.
Okay.
You've seen like a
How many
couple.
sailors are there? Or did
like-
we see in like the scrying?
Including, how many did you see in the scrum? I mean, like the normal amount to operate a ship of this size. There's probably like 10 guys, maybe 10 or 11, 12 guys.
No.
I'm
just thinking in the scope of like, is this a he doesn't know everybody kind of thing? But
it's not a
if
it's not a
10
huge group. It's a
Yeah,
pretty
that's-
small
okay.
vessel.
Okay.
And there's probably like, including Quimbly, there's or Quimbus, there's like 3 guys here, other than the laborers. So there's not a lot of them around. Looks like probably a lot of them are taking a little bit of shore leave at the moment.
Alright, so who would have a reason to speak with this Quandale Dingle character?
What if we, we're trying to get him alone, I guess. We can just say our shit. We say, Mr. Dingle, I got lost and I think I knocked over every single crate in the entire cargo hold. I need you to come tell me what to do.
And then once we have him alone, what's our plan for that?
I need
I
you to
don't
do
know.
an inventory
Ask him.
check and see if I did knock all of them over.
I will say, and this may not work, you could just ask him. He might just answer.
Nah, it would be complicated.
We
but
don't know
We
if
need
this
to
man
make
is
it really
hostile.
complicated.
The thing is Zaan chartered this ship, not. This isn't.
You know
his
what?
crew.
Yes, I have an idea.
As far as we know, as far as
I have
we
an
know,
idea.
it's not his crew.
I have an
It
idea.
could be evil.
But I don't know. Bless.
That's not the idea.
Bless.
Oh,
The idea is King's Dark Lantern. We're doing an investigation with the FBI. Fantasy FBI.
I think the best idea is someone should definitely get into a box.
You're about this box.
I don't.
Bo-
Yeah.
Many
I don't
boxes.
think- We also don't know if Zaan is coming back to the boat. That's kind of part of what we need to figure out. Is
Okay,
did he say where
idea.
he's going? Like, did he
Idea,
say where
idea,
he's
idea.
going? Will he be back?
We ask him and see if he is forthright to us. And if he says, "Oh, is there? I don't know who you're talking about," we'll incite him, and then we'll just sort of assume that he's coming back.
Well, you do know he wasn't going by Zaan.
Well, yeah, this is. No, we did get his fake.
You
name,
did
right?
get it was Eustace Merriweather.
Oh, we got the
Was his
fake.
fake
That's right.
name.
Good.
I think you got that from.
That's right. He's and then
Sean, the
we
Harbor
had
Master, maybe.
So what we could just do is I could seeing us as King's Dark. Does King's Dark Lantern have like a look?
They generally don't have a uniform because that would kind of be detrimental sometimes in their line of work. But, I mean...
Or who would be more because King's Darkland is the secret police, right?
They're
That's
not
for Sharn, though.
They're not the secret police. They're like... They're the intelligence division. I mean,
Okay.
they're not like...
Yeah,
they're
they're
like the
FBI.
FBI, CIA,
Oh, you're right. Yeah, would
sorta.
they have jurisdiction where we're at?
I suppose they're more
um,
FBI. They don't
They
really...
might fuck with it, but whether
King's Dark
Wimbly
Lanterns
Wimble
like conduct
cares.
operations in other countries to an extent, but they're very like homeland focused is their main deal.
But it's plausible.
It's possible. I wouldn't say it's, I don't know, plausible, but it's possible.
We're part of the King's Dark Lantern International Division. We're here searching for a dangerous criminal. by the
Overall,
name
a lot of
what is his
like a
name?
lot of that sort of cross national like fiddling around is pretty heavily controlled under the Thronehold treaty because of all the fucking around everybody did during the war. So there's like a shitload of red tape and regulations for other countries like poking in any real respect.
How about this? One of us is King's Dark Lantern. One of us is the local police.
Interdepartmental investigation,
The only people who kind of have like
I'm thinking of a Disco
unrestricted-
Elysium situation.
The only people who have like unrestricted like jurisdiction that's generally accepted are the House Denaith Sentinel Marshals. Those are basically like the only people who are like Interpol that
Okay,
are generally
what
accepted.
country are we in?
You're in Kabara.
Kabara. What do they have like a FBI for Kabara that we would know about?
Kabara's pretty loose. Kabara's like I think it's technically a Thronehold nation, but it's broken up into Hope and New Galifar and then like the Lizard Folk tribes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they have anything
Oh,
like
so it's a country of different ethnicities?
more like
So it's like a Bosnia Serbia situation? Different
I would say
governments?
like the people of Hope and New Galifar are probably
urban-
pretty similar
urban-
like ethnically, but
Urban
culturally
v.
they've
rural.
separated.
Okay.
New Galifar is
But
trying
very-
to do like the we're the old kingdom, we're Taiwan sort of thing.
Yeah. But is there a service that we could do a sort of quote unquote interdepartmental sort of
Kabara's pretty Wild
investigation?
West. It doesn't have a lot of like infrastructure like that. I mean, they got like guards and they got like local guard organizations and shit, but like they don't have a lot of like
So
overarching
would King's Dark Lantern
national.
be the way to go, you think?
They don't have a
guys?
lot
What
of
do you
like
think?
national organizations. It's
Do you guys
pretty
think it's a
Wild
good
West.
idea?
It's very even like this city
know
has
if it
stood
would
here
be
for like 100
necessary.
years, but it's still pretty frontier.
Yeah, I think going. I don't know. Like,
I think it's you try the easy route and then elaborate. Don't come out the gate like, yeah, I'm the FBI.
yeah.
All right,
I
how
think
about
it's
this? How about this? Let's transform. I'm gonna change our theming. Me and Vothnak. Vothnak, what do you want to be? Are you gonna be big tall guy,
He's
Yes,
still tall.
like a human, or
That's a really tall human.
the minimum height I can be disguised as is 8'2".
be a real tall guy?
Wow. Goliaths exist, right?
Yeah.
I'm one right now.
All right, let's
Okay.
keep you a Goliath then. Let's give each other some suits.
I
I'll
have
just make
very
myself
well fit suit.
a regular human with bright blonde hair and glowing green.
Are we talking
Like,
like radioactive or just like pretty?
Radioactive.
Matt didn't even clock what I got.
radioactive.
See, he doesn't even need the right lines. He just needs something in the same ballpark.
It's a compulsion, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
It's a mental illness.
It's a mental illness. You're triggering my OCD intrusive thoughts.
It's literally the same thing as trying to, as setting off fireworks in a warbed's house.
It's the exact same. Right here, level. There's no difference.
I
It's
would
the
argue
same
it's
as
worse,
setting
but-
off fireworks near a veteran's house and hearing
Kicking
children
his dog.
It's the same as walking up to a guy in the street and shooting him in the head.
It's exactly the same. Okay. So I say we get all nice and dapper up, and we just
look
exit the
professional.
cargo hold like we were meant to be there.
I look like Jonathan Frakes, David Xanatos Gargoyles.
You could
Sure.
leave first. You can leave as cargoman and come back.
What does it matter? We're already on the ship. Who's gonna be like, hey, I didn't see you walk onto the ship?
I think Quimbley will say, "Why are there FBI agents in my cargo hold?"
So you guys come
Well,
up
he's not
from
in
the
the cargo
cargo
hold.
hold, and immediately everybody turns to look at you and says, "Oh, what the fuck? Where? What?
I look very serious. Yes.
And you see Quimbus starts walking over and says,
Bulbar, is that you?
"Sorry, who the fuck are you? What the fuck? How did you? What?"
Breaks.
Frakes? Oh, you're Frakes? Okay,
I thought you were saying how you got into the cargo.
LaForge, King's Dark Lantern. Flash something real quick and I put it back.
What do you flash?
I put flashfire cannon.
And I want you to make a dex check.
Like,
See how
I'm
fast
talking
you do it.
so quick. I'm talking
I'm also
like just fucking.
I'm right next to him. If twice as I just
Actually, you
Just
know what? No,
mean,
we're-
can you be
this
mean
is-
mugging
this
people
is,
really
thi-
hard?
No, this is a deception check. This is a deception check.
Okay,
Let it be
deception
known,
check.
I did try to make
I don't
this
care.
clear.
I don't care. I don't care. It's not funny.
Hey,
It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't care.
It's-
I don't care. It's not funny.
I know, but I need to put the record. I did
16.
We don't have to come out the gate saying FBI.
Instantly,
don't have to-
FBI.
you don't have to
Yeah,
do a lot
well, it
of
wouldn't
things.
be Dungeons and
don't
Dragons
have
now,
to.
would it be?
Sophie.
You don't have to love your children.
okay.
It's all
So
falling
do.
apart.
Don't worry about Bird just completely going against everything you said. Just don't worry about it.
I'm not listening to him.
Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry
What's
about
the?
it.
What'd you get?
It wouldn't be fun.
What'd you get?
16.
16.
I didn't
Uh,
ask about the believability of the rooms.
You see, like, by the time his eye is flashed over to it, you've already sort of putting it away, and he's like,
I try and speak so quick, like he can't even process the question. He's like, listen. We're searching for a highly dangerous suspect. We've been going from place to place. You don't understand where we've been. All right, we've been to a lot of places. All right, I've racked up a lot of miles. Slept in a lot of different beds. Many not great.
Get on
A
with
lot of
it.
reward points. A lot of reward points.
A lot of reward points. Marriott loves me. Holiday Inn hates me. Don't ask.
I am banned
Anyway.
from that chain.
I've eaten nothing but continental breakfasts for 6 months.
Anyway, this
They're good.
this
feel
fella, I
healthier
pull out
than
my
I ever
notepad.
have before.
I pull out my notepad. This fella, Zaan, goes by the alias, Frakes, what's the alias?
I got the first one. I forget this. The last one is
Eustace
It's
Merriweather.
it's
that was
it's
right. That was it.
Merriweather Lewis.
Eustace Merriweather. No, he got it. Eustace.
Yeah, Eustace Merriweather. That's the one.
Had him,
That's his alias.
had him right in the board.
About yay high. Hair about yay high.
This is-
Yay.
This is what he looks like.
I describe what Zan looks like.
No, he looks like exactly like Pierce Brosnan. We
Oh yeah,
explained
I
this.
describe Pierce
Oh, shit.
Brosnan.
Well, this is a picture of Merriweather Lewis. So
Okay, check this out.
No, he's Silver Fox Pierce Brosnan. That's too young.
Okay. I'm
oh,
sorry.
that's right. That's right.
So I describe the
Sil-
silvery
Silver
elder
Fox.
man looks of of Pierce
I
Brosnan.
remember Eustace. Yeah, he paid us a bit of money to charter a ride over here. You're saying he's some sort of criminal?
Oh, big criminal. Isn't that right, Frakes?
Even bigger than I am, metaphorically.
He's so big, get it?
Do you
No,
mind
he's
if
very
I ask what
dangerous.
he's
He's
done?
killed multiple people.
Killed multiple people.
I can't go into quite many more details, but he's a dangerous man. Anyway, what we need to know is, did he charter a return trip, or is he planning on coming? Did he say that he was planning on coming back? Say where he was going? Anything?
No.
Any information that might help us?
No,
Because boy, oh boy, I need to get out of this hotel. They don't like me there.
He gave us a little bit of a tip for the speedy voyage and said he had some errands to run in town, and I was heading over to the state of Paco's, I think. I think I remember walking with him over to Paco's.
What's Paco's?
Hey. Is he...
Frank's
Do you
right down, Paco's.
Do you think we're in
Paco's.
danger here on the ship?
It's a what?
Are we in danger?
You? Unlikely. Your conscience? Likely. If you don't assist us to the best of your ability. Imagine the most innocent person you ever met, even. Imagine them being 10 times as innocent. Then imagine there being 300 of them. Now imagine all of them dead.
Is that what he did?
That's what he will do.
No, but that's what he will do if you don't give us the information we need.
I'm telling
now
you, I
listen,
know. I'm
be
telling you, I
very
know.
clear. Quinlan, listen to me.
Yeah.
Tell me, where did he go?
I just told you. I walked with him. to
Tell me
Paco.
again.
I walked with
Paco's, I heard you.
Did you pick up on any plans he may have had
No,
beyond
he just said he had some
Paco's?
errands to run in town. I don't know.
What exactly, intonation-wise?
Huh?
How
What
did he
was
say it?
the vibe?
Normal?
Frakes, I think he's telling the truth here.
I've written down Paco's twice.
What about
That could be-
errands? Did you write down
That could be a
errands?
clue.
Write down errands with a question mark.
Did you
I
Can
am
we
say
gonna
insight him
rest.
to see if he's acting or if this is actually he's scared of us?
Wanna make an
probably
inside check?
inside them.
Yeah, I want to see if he's like pulling on an act.
Go for it.
Yeah, you could be completely fucking lying to each
Alright.
other. This
Insight
dude
is
hates
-2.
tacos.
10
10?
flat, yeah.
There's not much artifice to this man.
All
This
right.
is just a regular dude who is shitting
Okay.
his pants.
All right, good.
This is like
Um,
a casual fucking middle of the road like trader who is being
Gotcha.
menaced by the feds.
Who came out of his cargo?
How long were they in that? No
Is
idea.
there-
Are they in a box or
Cam,
something?
as I love this angle. That's the angle you have for Eustace.
It's much lower. It's like
Is there anyone he spent time with on the ship who may know more?
I mean, he
pulling
mostly
quimbly
kept
up,
to
like-
himself. We played cards with him a couple of times, but I mean, he was relatively quiet.
Go fish?
Of course, we played Go Fish.
Also, I'm doing
You let
this.
him-
I'm also doing this in character with
You
my
let him.
shoe off.
He took his shoe off and his sock.
He's like, you see his eyes keep darting to your exposed foot, but he doesn't want to say anything about it because you're the feds.
I'm like wiggling. I'm like.
I say, you let him touch a deck of cards?
Was that?
Oh no! He touched a deck of cards.
That's his sign.
By
What's
the
the
gods.
matter with that?
Write that down, Frakes. He's never done that
I've
before.
written that down. Burn those cards.
We've never heard of him touching cards before. This could be
We're
a
gonna
new
need those
lead.
cards.
All right.
You need the cards. That's my
We're gonna
only,
need
that's my
those
only
cards.
deck.
Who's saying
That's
that?
too bad.
I think this might be all we get from here. What do you think?
Bird, that's your
Yeah,
character.
Frakes.
Your character is saying
Yeah,
we
Frakes,
need the
I think
cards.
this-
We need to take the cards.
Ask him for some of the spiced rum for the pendant.
Yeah.
Did he touch any of the spiced rums?
Yeah, we heard. He has a calling card. He likes to poison spiced rum.
He hates it.
What?
His third
That's
ex-wife.
right. Anytime he's on the ship with spice.
He's a dangerous, historied man. His third wife
You
was
see,
killed
that's-
by an addiction to spiced rum. He
that's
poisons
spice-
all the spiced rum he sees.
That spiced rum shipment is supposed to get us through the winter.
Yeah, we'll take it.
You'd better check every barrel. Make sure it's not tainted.
I like the FBI agent losing it, just like.
He's bursting out
With
laughing.
my feet up.
We're gonna take that rum. Fuck
You
you,
s-
man.
I look. Did you see my partner's big toe? You see how my partner's toe just wiggled?
Lads, bring
mean,
the
this
rum
is
up.
serious.
It's poisoned. And somebody's like, but that rum, the shipment of this rum was. How am I going to send my daughter to college? He's like, it's over. We have to bring the rum. Oh my god.
What about my kid's Jurassico bill?
Don't worry about it.
My wife's my wife's
ask the
Jurassico
King's
bill.
Dark
If I don't
Lantern.
pay that Jurassico bill on time, they're gonna turn off my wife's life support.
Listen to me.
That's nothing. Oh God.
Oh my god.
Listen to me.
This angle, sir.
Check every barrel. If you're lucky, he will have missed some of them.
How were we supposed to know?
You weren't. He's a genius.
Oh, how are we supposed to know if they're okay?
Check if they're
Just
poisoned.
leave.
What the hell?
They're boys.
Find a homeless man and have him test
I'm
every
not
barrel.
gonna do that.
Then test him yourself. Test him yourself, or your children will starve.
They tell me the FBI saying test it on a homeless man. See what it does. Does it have fentanyl? He'll tell you.
Eustace, look at me in the eyes.
It's my responsibility.
It
I'll
is
take
your
the
responsibility, and if you let that spiced rum out onto my street, Eustace! My street! If you let that spiced rum onto my streets! So help me God!
I'll drink the rum.
Listen, Quibus. Stop breathing. Now start slowly. Deep breaths. I can tell you're a good man. You're just not as intelligent as that bastard. Amused. Do what you
I'll
can.
drink the rum. I'll drink the
Eustace,
rum.
I grab him by the back of the head, like on the cheeks. Eustace, look at me.
That's not my
Good
name.
You're a good man.
It's not
That's
Eustace. You said
I
Eustace
slapped
was
his
a
cheek a
cri-
little bit. You're a good man.
Oh,
You're a good man. I know you're gonna do good.
it was Quibus.
Alright, do right. Promise me!
Ah!
Promise me you're going to get rid of that rum! I need your word! Eustace, please, I need your
I'm doing this.
We're ruining people's livelihood.
I'll be
for
right back,
this
but I got something to end on this.
joke.
Eustace,
These poor people.
please, I
Why
don't
are
have
you
much time
calling
left,
me
please.
Eustace?
Eustace, please.
Stop it. It's not
Please,
my
I'm so
name.
full of scrambled eggs from this morning. I can't think straight. I need this spiced rum out.
And a big
Quibus.
bowl of chili.
Quimby,
This
you have to
afternoon.
understand. We've been in that hotel so long, the staff are starting to dislike us. They didn't replace our towels this morning.
Feel how greasy my hair is. I haven't taken a shower in
Don't
4
want
days.
to.
That has nothing to do with the hotel. I've chosen.
He reaches out and he touches your greasy head, which is him. He touches your fucking hat. Through the
My
illusion.
woolen hat
Your
covered in
wool hat
blood
and
and
the
pink
illusion.
cuts.
And he pulls his hand back. He's like, "So that's supposed to
His
feel."
hand's bloody.
In 3 words, you could call it, it's fucked up.
No, anyway. I think we're gonna have to take that spiced rum off your hands. Just unload it. Just unload it. You know what? Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Frakes, I have an idea. Remember what he did in Timbuktu?
Huh.
I think I know which one he did.
Wait, where the fuck is that?
Don't worry.
We might be able to help you here.
Okay.
Let's go to the cargo bay.
Let's go.
All right.
He looks over at like the crew members and laborers. Please
Eugene,
don't-
let's go! Come on!
What?
Nobody
Not
leaves
even
the
close.
ship. It's a classic tactic, Eugene. You'll understand one day.
He just goes downstairs. Takes you to the spiced rum in section B, and he just stands there, his like arms limp at his side, his head lowered. This is the spiced rum.
Don't worry, Edward. I'll look through here.
No.
I think I have an idea. How is it stored? How is the spice rum stored?
In barrels.
Fuck.
And there's crates of bottles as well, but there's some kegs.
All right, but there's some bottles.
There are crates of bottles.
Okay. All right. Eunuch, listen. He doesn't go for the barrels. He never goes for the barrels. Too much in them. Too big of a target. People will look at him. All right. It's the bottles. That's the bottles that he wants, Eunuch. All right. All right. Let me bust open one of these crates. And he goes up to one of the crates of the spiced rum, and he goes like, he makes a minor illusion of like 17 fingers cracking. Just he goes, oh! Like it's scary how loud it is. And then like there's a crate, and it has like one of those like, you know, the sort of looks like this, like a hook, and then it like you can put a padlock through it. It's like that, and then it flips up, and then the crate opens. He sees that, and there's no padlock there. And so what he does is he pulls out a screwdriver from his thing, and he starts unscrewing the hinge on the behind of it.
He just... That's not law. You can just...
Ah! That's what he wants you to think. I scream really loud at him. I go, ah!
He goes...
You have to stop thinking about things in such simple terms.
Zaan is beyond us.
You are
Do
like
you
an
think he
ant
wouldn't
to
have
him.
booby-trapped his one prized trap on the ship?
One trap is
Why
no
would
trap
he-
at all.
why
You
would
need
he-
at least 7.
Why would he booby trap it if he wanted to people to drink the poison wine?
That's a good
Once
question.
one
Do
person
you
gets-
have the answer?
No.
That's a good question, Because once one person gets blown up from the crate, no one's gonna think the rum's poisoned. Come on.
Won't they
Think!
think something is up with the rum? Because why
And then I
else would it
slowly and carefully peel the lid. I finished unscrewing the hinge. I slowly and carefully unpeel the wooden lid, and I'm like... And then once it's like halfway off, I just grab it. I just fucking throw it against the wall.
you see he like dives for cover. He's like, ah!
Don't worry, it's fine. And then I grab one of the big jug. What is it? A big jug of spice rum? What is it?
It's like a big bottle of rum.
Is it like cartoon XXX jug? Like
No, it's like a branded bottle of rum.
okay. Frakes, what do you think about this one?
I take
Like
from
holding it
the
up to the candlelight.
The light reacts in an interesting way. Whose footprints are these?
Must have been the wind, Frakes. Must have been the wind.
All right. Quimbus, you know what to do. I open it against the shelf.
Next time you just shattered.
You break a bottle.
No, you get the top off.
Oh, you open it.
Yeah, you go to the corner and go. Boom.
He goes, hey.
It has
Hold
to
on.
be.
Wait. We gotta do the test. Remember? Remember
course.
Bangkok?
Of course, Bangkok. It still hurts.
Yeah, it does. All right, and then I put my pinky in the brandy. And I'm like,
All right, this is the best way to tell if it's poison. Yep, I hear a ringing. Frakes, write that down. Ringing right here.
Ringing in right here. I've written that down in the common language.
You know what? I think we got it in one. That's right, Frank. We got it in one.
I drink the
And
entire
guess what?
bottle in 12 seconds.
You drink the poison bottle?
Yeah.
Franks!
You see, wait, no. As you go to drink it, Quimmins goes, "No!" and like dives and like spikes it out of your hand. Shatters on the ground. You almost died.
You've done well, Quintus.
Was that a test?
Everything's a test. Keep your eyes peeled. Your rum is fine.
It is?
Have a happy winter.
The whole point was trying to get some of the spice rum for my amulet.
Nope. Because guess what?
Alright, you know what? That ship came and sailed literally. Let's
No,
get out of here.
We're not done yet. The crate's still
Oh,
there.
okay. Oh, true. Can we just
And
take one?
I just grab 2 bottles and say,
For the road.
Have a great day.
He just sort of like,
Have a great day. No, he grabs him from the crate, goes to walk away, and then he like looks down, looks back at him, and then he walks up to him and says, "Ours." Then he walks away.
I like that he grabs him, he walks off, then he turns around and he walks back up. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
he's just like, his back is against the wall of the cargo hold. He's just sinking to the floor.
Oh my god, the adventures of detectives Frank and LaForge. Frakes and LaForge. Or what was it? Frakes and
That's
what?
the studio audience
It
clapping.
was
for
your
me.
character
It
was
was-
the
it
one
was-
who wasn't Frakes.
yeah, you said the forge.
Okay. Oh fuck. What was the dude's
Do you
name?
make it off the ship?
Olympus. Oh, but before we the second before we leave his field of view and go out back up, I just turn and wink and I say,
Remember, in the dark, there's always a lantern.
They have a fucking catchphrase.
You just
Yeah, I was visited by King's Dark Lantern. It was so cool. When they left, they said, "Always look for a lantern in the darkness," or whatever the fuck.
You're just like going up and like walking back off the ship, and you can just hear like muffled from below deck. I think I just got robbed by the government.
No, I
It's so
won't.
fucking. Imagine the FBI going through like a fucking hour-long, stupid, pointless scam just to get 1 crate of booze.
Not even. You got 2 bottles.
We couldn't even take the crate. Wait, couldn't you have just taken the crate? You're strong enough.
I could have,
No.
but I just didn't do it.
Okay, true.
All right. Well, you can add to your inventory. You have 2 bottles of Captain.
Possibly poison.
You have 2
Now, you know
bottles
the-
of Captain Gorman's spiced rum.
Oh,
Well, it'd be really funny.
What?
You
I
went back in there
have.
and took the crate.
If what?
You went back in there and took the crate.
Sorry, I forgot the crate. Bring it in.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to
Get
go
the
back
workers
down and
out
take the
myself.
crate?
Yes. How big is the crate? How much stuff is in
How many bottles are in this crate?
This man said it
There are
was his lively.
there are now 14 bottles of 16.
Fuck it. We take all the crate. We
You
crate.
come back
Okay,
down,
that-
you take the crate, which is a substantial portion of the rum that he was shipping, and you see him just like, he just looks up.
It might be tainted. Listen, he's changed tactics.
I flick him. Hold on. What do I flick him 5 platinum.
God bless you.
It's a little money.
I didn't even count in character. I just flicked a random amount of coins.
You flick a random amount of coins. Wait, you flick a random amount of coins. Please roll a d20 for me.
No.
Oh, okay, why not?
We're gonna pay 2,000 gold for these fucking bottles.
It's gonna be
How many
any.
platinum pieces do you
Well, I
got?
have 8 platinum, 70 gold, 1 silver, and 3 copper.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
I got a 17.
All right. Roll.
God damn it.
Roll a d4.
Oh, fuck. I gotta get it out.
Yay! I got it. Hold on a second, dearie.
4.
4? Great, that's the high. Alright, you reach in there and just grab a fat handful of random coins and just sort of hum them at him. And end up humming
You're
at
throwing
him.
it at him.
You end up humming at him 8 platinum and 9 gold. And he goes, holy shit! This is way more than I was gonna make on this
89
job! We're set for fucking life!
Okay.
We started out as stealing booze and now we're overpaying for it.
I wish,
The king's dark letter's a fucking enigma, man.
I wish to
First
follow
he
up this.
steals my blicker and then he gives me $200,000.
You honestly just did the equivalent of you burst into this guy's fucking, like, house, basically.
No, Nick, we burst out of this dude's fucking house.
Out of his basement, went back into the basement, carried his mini fridge up the stairs and left, and then on the way out, you just like whipped a briefcase at him and he opened it up and it contained $1 million.
I gave him more than half of the money I had.
He went into his coin purse and just fucking full fisted that shit.
I gave him 89 gold.
Nick, please tell me how many 16 bottles of spiced rum it's worth.
How much 16 bottles of spiced
Tell
rum
me
is
in
worth?
in fucking universe.
2 gold?
It's probably about 8 gold. This is
For
good
16
stuff.
This is the face I make as I turn back and absent-mindedly toss him fucking 6 months rent.
6 months rent? This is way more than 6
16.
months
How much
rent.
was the rent on our place?
Fucking.
Fucking a
A lot.
lot less.
4 years rent.
And that was in a good, that was a sizable apartment in a really good part of town. You could set this guy up for years and years and years.
You know what? You know what? We leave it. This will come back at the opposite to haunt us.
You just paid him like his profits for the year.
He's gonna come in at the final fight with a fucking private army that he has financed with our fucking seed money.
I
I put it in the stock market.
The funniest part is this isn't like another episode of Adventure not knowing how much money is worth. I genuinely did not know how much I was giving him.
That's absolutely perfect.
We step
So
off the boat.
we end up asking about Zaan and we leave with spiced rum and we come back with like $400,000.
As we step off the ship and the spirit of Frakes exits.
Oh,
That was bad.
baby. Why did we do that?
I don't know. The spirit of the Forge sort of came over me. That happens with seeming sometimes. You get too into character.
It was the
Anyway, we got the rum. That's the whole point. We came on there, right? Was
Solemnly
rum.
holding 16, like a crate full of 16
I
bottles
was going
of
back to
rum.
the gang. Listen, I don't know fuck about Zaan, but
We got all this rum, and I
for
lost a
only
huge amount of
89
money.
gold. For only 89 gold, we got these bad boys.
Dirk, the second he says he got that much gold, or he spent that much gold for that much rum, he's like,
How much dragon lily could we have bought for 89 gold?
For
Not that
89
much,
gold?
Like 2.
Like 8.9, I think.
Okay, that's a lot.
It'd be really fun if Dirk snuck on there and stole some of that back just for his own sake. I can imagine the scene.
Dirk's been following that kid.
Meanwhile,
He's just been lost.
I do want to, although now that you paid the man, I will not do it. But hypothetically, I would have been
Stealing the
going on
coins
to the
back.
boat after, like, hey, have you seen any men around here pretending to be King's Lantern
They
agents?
stole my money. And they threw it at people.
He says, yeah, two of us like, what?
I'm
They
gonna need
were
that money
here.
back.
They were here. Oh, yeah, those
Give me
guys
my
aren't
money back.
legit. Don't. They are known criminals. Do not associate with them.
They are known criminals. They will
Do you know where
murder
they
you.
went?
Their
Do you
calling
know where they
sign is
went?
giving you $89.
Yeah, they
Do you
love
know
to
where they
steal
went?
rum and, like,
Also, yeah, they love to
overpay.
poison. By the way, they love to poison rum barrels. So if you're happy to those, I can take those off your
They love to
hands.
poison rum and then drink it.
They're constantly throwing fake money that's laced with contact poison at people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really severe
Absolutely
stuff.
lethal.
It's laced with,
Absolutely
like,
lethal.
radioactive material.
If you
drop
touch
it,
it-
boys.
die.
If you touch it, you will die in like at least 5 years.
It'll be painful. It'll be painful.
That's such a long time. That's like for 5 years he's gonna be in terror. You
It'll be
ruined
sudden.
5 years of a man's life with
If-
that.
If you think about it, the more you think about it, the more painful it'll be when it happens.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
it's a reacts to stress, the poison.
It actually
So
it's a
don't
little
think about it.
capsule that stays in your amygdala, so whenever you get too stressed, it explodes.
It might just pop one day. It just,
He's like he's stopped listening to you.
Excruciating
He's
pain.
walking out to the ship. He's wrapping himself in the anchor chain.
It does have a timer of a range of 2 to 200
And
years.
if-
So
if you try to jump the gun and like kill yourself, it'll activate then.
Actually,
and you will
it's
make
kind
it
of fun.
horrible for
The
you.
fact that it reacts to
It will
reacts to
block the
stress.
bullet.
As a side effect of that is if your body detects you're about to die, then it will kick into overdrive, and not only will it activate before you die, it'll actually slow down your perception of time.
Infinitely. They figured out how to make it
It'll make
infinite
you
pain.
suffer real bad.
Basically, if you were to die now instead of in 5 years, you like immediately you would experience 5 years in that second before you die of pain.
Yeah. So
And
really,
every
think
every
about
time,
it. You should
would
just
also
let it
set
do
up a
its thing.
life. It would set up a life that you projected, like what your life's goals are. It would get very close to achieving them, and then just crush them every time, every
Also,
opportunity.
just note you will shit your pants. So plan for that.
Oh, and this
Wear
is
a
of course,
diaper at all times.
and this is sort of a new development. They've advanced their magical abilities. They've enhanced the poison. It does spread through love. So anybody who you love or who loves you will.
Spread through love.
It will
They
kill
will-
everybody you love
they'll-
if you ever
they'll be
visit them again. Letters that you write also will have the poison. You cannot contact them via any method. It will spread.
It's just you've left a man in catatonia. Like he no longer functions as a living.
Listen,
creature.
if this man is weak enough to get into a catatonic state from random strangers telling him lies, maybe he's not strong to live.
He just believes authority figures.
Me, like if a cop came up to me, or even just someone who said they were the FBI and flashed a badge and said, "Listen, you're gonna explode. You're gonna explode." I wouldn't go.
You broke this man down. You broke down all the walls he had in your gaslighting. There's nothing left. He has no more defenses. He's just an open wound accepting misery.
I think that's what happened to Aiden. He just accepted it at that. He's just fine.
You just Aiden'd this man.
Well, most of
All right,
the
we go back to the group.
You have 16 bottles of Captain Gorman's spiced rum.
And much poorer.
as
And you're
we
much poorer.
as we arrive there, I'm still in the process of trying to dispel the Rake's expression from my face. Get back to Vothnak. I say,
Hello,
I'm sitting.
hello. I am Vothnak. I am Vothnak. I am Vothnak.
I'm sitting at a little tavern outside table sipping.
The spiced rum.
man, you look like you just fucking.
Sipping a bottle of the spiced rum that you have bought for 2 silver.
Man.
Like, I mean, as a So, what'd you guys find out? It looks like they have legit cargo. So,
Zaan left to go to Paco's.
Pacos?
Mm,
What is Pacos? Where is Pacos?
I don't know.
Holds up the crate of rum.
We have 14 bottles of rum and also 2 more bottles of rum.
Oh, did you buy that from him?
Not, technically, no.
What? Did you steal it from him?
We have the
You
rum.
guys-
We walked onto the ship and now we have the rum.
I saw it as you guys were walking back here. You went there as dock workers.
Yeah, and then we ended up as King's Dark Lantern guys.
My name used to be Fricks.
It was Frakes, and I was LaForge. It was LaForge, and it was a beautiful time.
What? Did you
Anyway, we gotta go to Paco's, everybody.
Did you commandeer rum as the FBI of Sharn?
Too many questions there, previously dead man. Asking a lot of questions for a dead man.
Yeah.
It's all ground.
Votnak, don't you think
Yeah.
it's suspicious how many questions he's been asking recently?
He also died.
Maybe I cannot act like that again.
Oh no, I just think it's kind of suspicious. Don't you think we should investigate
Votnak.
it, Votnak?
Don't you
Votnak
think
feels
that-
like
Maybe you should. No! No! I am Vortnak!
he's gonna leave himself. He's gonna
Fucking-
leave into the ocean.
Pepe's looking in
Write
a
that
mirror.
down, Votnak!
Pepe's looking in a mirror. Is that me? Is that me?
Ron.
Is that for?
He's looking in the mirror like fucking Willem Dafoe talking to the Green
The
Goblin.
Green Goblin.
Fucking LaForge is speaking out to him.
I hold out the notepad I was using as Frakes and I say,
I cannot tell you, Grom. Read. You will understand.
This just says Paco's.
Pagos.
wait, this is really important. As I hand the notepad and as the notepad leaves my grip, for a second I almost have a yearning.
You turned into the fucking Bilbo reaching for the ring.
Yes, but very important. It's not a greedy lunge. It's a mournful yearning. And I say, almost inaudibly so, I say,
It is always darkest before the lantern.
Like what? What?
Every dark has its lantern.
What are you?
Every darkness is lanterns.
What are you?
You gotta know when to roll them and know when to let.
You read it.
No one to hold them and no one to lantern them.
it's to be clear, it does say Paco's twice.
Every
fucking
villain
Pacos.
is lanterns.
Yeah, it says what? It says Pacos.
With great
Pacos.
darkness, with great
something
darkness
else, right?
comes
Poison
great
rum.
lantern.
It also
Oh no,
said
no,
some
deck of cards.
deck of cards, and there was something about the barrels. I think I don't.
Oh yeah, like. Okay, so where's Pacos? Who?
I turn around and I find somebody in the street that looks like a local, and I say,
Hello, where is Paco's?
So as you guys maraud around looking for Pacos, Dirk.
Oh yeah, Dirk.
forgot about that again.
How's the tailing going?
Yeah.
Dirk. What if Dirk dies?
Dirk.
What kind of
Well, the last time
What
you guys
if?
left Dirk to surveil things, he almost did.
Yeah, true.
What are the odds that'll happen this
So you're
time?
alone
I say,
in a
looking at
foreign
it.
Hopefully
city that
pretty
you've never
high.
been to, surrounded by strangers. This feels fine.
This feels the most natural environment he's ever been in.
It's true. And you follow that chubby little kid with his mirror up through the east side, over across the bridge, over to the west side. Down south to the west side. And down over to the industrial district over here. And he appears to push it straight towards the large Caniff branded building, which is surrounded by many Caniff employed wand slingers of various stripes. And he looks like he's heading into the main Caniff enclave here in town. Do you pursue?
Here in the town.
I don't pursue into it. Are you fucking kidding me? That'd be dumb. He goes into the enclave, though, right?
Yes.
All right.
Is the enclave the whole district, or is that just that building?
It's just that building.
Oh. Fuck. So it goes into that compound.
Yeah.
I make sure there aren't any like patrols around looking for people who are just kind of.
Make a perception check.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody seems to be paying too much attention to you. You rolled pretty high in your stealth. You seem pretty nondescript at the moment.
Nobody's paying attention to him?
Yeah, he's used to it. Okay, he will go find a little dingy corner. Oh wait, this is the nicer part of town, isn't it?
Well, you've walked through the nice part of town into sort of where the industrial district is, so it's a little bit scuzzier again, but...
Okay. I'm gonna look for a dingy corner that has a good sight line to that to see if I can... to see if, he comes back out with the thing, or the thing comes back out in the next little bit.
Make another stealth check.
24.
You feel pretty hidden in your little divot.
Okay. I chill and look and observe.
All right, you're watching. All right.
All right.
So you ask for Paco's.
Do we find Paco's?
Yes.
And you were told that it is an inn, not too far from where you guys currently stand. It's a little bit. It's like about here, a little ways up the Eastern District. It's like, yeah, it's just it's an inn. It's a local inn.
Probably wait for Dirt to get back before we go actually in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if
we can say
Yeah,
that
thing
exchange
there.
that they did took a little bit, so I waited for that little bit and I'm coming.
Okay, yeah, you watch for a while, and it doesn't seem like the kid is coming back out. You see, people going in and out, doing business and so forth. There's warforged about.
Anyone who looks special or interesting.
Make a
15, once again.
15.
Keep rolling fives.
The only one that catches your eye is a lot of the people going in and out look like they're Caniff personnel, or like there's a number of warforged, or like business people looking like they're doing some kind of deals. One of the people that you see go in, you don't see them come back out during your time waiting there, but one of the people you see go in is a sort of like pale blue lizard folk that looks like they're dressed in kind of like almost like tribal getup. And that catches your eye because it seems it stands out. It's not like you saw some guys similar to that kind of vibe back over on the east side, but this seems out of place here.
Okay. I make note of the lizard folk in tribal gear and head back.
Okay.
Have we seen something like that before? I feel like we've seen something like that before. Tribal lizard folk. Why do I think that? No, that's something else. Never mind.
As you guys are hanging around the docks, Dirk returns. And about that time,
God, he's so bad.
somebody else joins you at the place where you're milling about.
Zaan.
It is a hooded figure. In a long, dark coat. And it's like, it's me, it's Tar. I'm wearing a hood, so if there's reagents around, they don't see me.
Oh, hi,
Hello,
hi,
dog.
not Tar.
Hello, rat.
Hey, rat.
I don't.
Can't they read minds? So wouldn't that?
Not all
Kind
of
of.
them. The inspired can. If I see a fucking
that's
inspired, I'll
true,
fucking
yeah.
know if an inspired is around. You can feel them. I just thought I'd give you a heads up. I was checking with some of my guys, about. I've been watching from the crow's nest and stuff over the last couple of nights, and they've all had the same reports about seeing the same kind of weird miraging on the horizon that I wasn't sure what to make of. But the sounds of it sound like that somebody was using some kind of illusion magic night after night. I think we've been being tailed for a while in the boat.
Wait, they said that there was some illusion matching going on when we came in? What happened?
I don't think my guys realized anything was wrong. I just happened to compare notes between their logs, and all of them had described the exact same mirage effect.
So
Essentially
okay, so we're
behind
being
the
followed.
boat at certain parts of the night. I think that somebody masking themselves has been following us for a couple of nights on the boat.
Huh.
I don't know.
That's not good.
I don't think it would be anything like the device that I have. It just changes the boat's appearance. So I don't know what they were using to mask themselves, but... And
Not good.
this could
I
just
don't
be...
like that.
This could be wrong. Maybe there was just a really specific, optical illusion that kept happening in the same spot for days
Night
at a
after
time.
night,
But
following us around. Yeah.
Then you
it's,
know what?
it's definitely raising my, raising the hairs on the back of my neck.
When did the mirage start, or was it after the Kenneth Island bit, or
The first day that it's recorded is a little before that.
before that? Oh.
So, I suppose it could be Kenneth. Maybe somebody from them tailed us to the island and kept tailing us. I don't see why they wouldn't have interfered, but who knows? It could be a lot of things. I really have no idea.
We had the merfolk attacked us then, right? Not merfolk, but the Safwagan?
The Marrow. The Marrow attacked you, I think, the day after the Kenneth Island?
Is it after?
Yeah, it was after.
Never mind.
The only encounter you had before... You had two. You had, the Sahwagan
Chaos
chasing that guy. And you had,
Yeah.
The funny storm.
Yeah, the magic storm.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know what it was, but I was just going through the logs, killing time on the boat, and it caught my attention, and I figured you would probably want to know about that.
Hey.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna get back to the ship before I completely blow my fucking cover somehow. So.
Hey. Check the ship for barnacles. Have some of your ship. Have some of your crew check the ship for barnacles. Make
Oh,
sure
I've
there's
got
nothing
them
attached to the
sweeping
bottom
it
of the
right
ship.
now. I'm gonna go
Good.
back and help them. I just figured I'd get this to you.
Okay, because I don't want
Sweeping
them
the deck
attaching
will
anything to
help.
us.
Yeah. No, I get you. All right. Good luck. He just fades back into the crowd.
I don't know, it might have been something from the magic storm that hit you guys. I don't know. It sounds like it happens or was noticed while at sea. Probably wasn't a fish person, because I don't know why they do that.
My foot is so itchy right now. I don't know why. It's distracting me.
But other than that, everybody's met back up.
Right, nice. Let me think. I might go piss. I'll be right back. What?
Wow, sus.
That's true. The captain acting sucks.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Amogus.
Amogus.
I'm not letting any more of this exist on the recording. I'm pausing it.
Wow.
All
As
right.
a treat.
So you're back together. So you can do whatever.
We've been reunited. Well,
Dirk has rejoined the group. At the same time that Tar imparted his warning.
So Dirk, you said you saw. What'd you see? Some lizard folk, tribal lizard folk. What's going on there?
Yeah, there's, well, I mean, they just went into the Kenneth place, that's all I saw, but it was weird because, well, you know, tribal gear lizard folk, that's odd.
That is
I
quite
mean,
odd. Has Peppy heard of a specific tribe of lizard folk? Like is this something? Are lizard folk tribal? Like, is that how it works? Like, I don't get it.
we're in Kabara. That's
Okay.
what
This
they.
is there's
That's
tons.
normal, okay.
There's tons here. There's
Yeah.
make
I mean,
a
there's also urban lizard folk. You know,
um.
don't have to be rural.
Schmopton was the one who knew the most about this, but I'll say you can go ahead and make a history roll if you want to try to.
Okay, let me see. Woo! I think I know a lot about these guys. 20 plus 9.
That's a lot. Wait, a natural 20?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's quite a lot.
Can you just? He describes me the exact details of what these guys are wearing, and guess what? I did a report on these dudes.
Okay.
They have a very distinct.
There's a couple of major,
Pattern.
like, branches of
They smell weird.
lizard folk tribes in Kabara. There's, broadly speaking, there's 3 like greater scope branches. There's the Poison Dusk, who are
Okay, first off, why are you starting with the ring finger?
I'm not sure, but that's what I decided to do.
Never in my are you okay? Like, are you
There's the
signaling or
poison-
something? Like,
there's the poison
never
dust.
in my
Having us-
23 human years of living on this planet have I seen someone use their ring finger.
I think
count.
Now
I think
you've-
this
One
is-
ring
I
finger to
think-
count first.
Now you
I think
fucking
that's,
seen
I
it.
think
wrong.
that's like a duress word.
Now
I
you
think that's a
fucking seen
duress
it.
word.
Now you fucking seen it.
Should
There's
we
the
call the
poison
police? Are
dust.
you
That's
being
just
held
fucked up,
hostage?
dude.
There's the
Keep
poison.
Poison-
going,
held
keep
hostage.
going, you fucking weirdo.
There's the poison dusk.
Got him. I hit him deep. I hit him where he hurts.
This poison
Like,
dust.
I
hurting
call
from
the
that.
police and I say, hey, can you go kill this man?
There's water off a duck's back, brother. I count with my ring finger now. Poison dusk, who are known to be sort of more scurrilous little. They're like scavenger types almost. They don't really like do a lot of like. They're definitely one of the more hostile organizations, but they're kind of more like stealthy, hit and run, rob ya, maybe get a guy if he's lost in the woods, or like they're not gonna do any kind of like overt action. And they're usually a little bit more stunted. There's the black scale lizard folk, which are larger and more warlike. They're a lot more violent. They're known to raid and attack settlements. But both of those would probably not be seen interacting with civilization like this. They would not be here. This would probably have to come from one of the lizard folk of the Cold Sun Federation, which is not one group of lizard folk, but like a federation of tribes, essentially, that have signed a peace treaty, more or less, with like the humans and assorted other races that moved in here and set up shop when they did so. And there's a lot of those. The most prominent of which, let me just double check my shit here. Yeah, the most prominent of which are the Twilight Walkers, which are like, they're sort of like the ones that made first contact, and they sort of speak for the Federation to like the humans and stuff most of the time. But there's a shitload of them. This one, however, the coloration, this is a lot of them have similar coloration because there's a lot of interbreeding that goes on in these tribes over time. They're kind of insular. So the coloration, and Dirk describing to you this like sort of like intricate, like very like pale white, almost like scarification on the arms.
Oh, I know them.
You're like, oh, those are the Lingering Light.
Oh yeah.
So
they're known.
The Lingering Light tribe, which is known to be a little more reserved with regards to interacting with people, and is like, of the Cold Sun Federation, they're sort of still seen as kind of like one of the weird ones that people don't generally fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really hostile, but they're like not friendly. You know what I mean? More neutral and like, we'll you do your thing, we'll do our thing. We don't gotta interact. So they're not. It's unusual for Lingering Light to really be in civilization in any large capacity. And it's certainly unusual for, you would imagine, for a Lingering Light tribes person to be going into a fucking Cannith outpost.
Interesting.
Are they renowned for any skills or trades specific to them?
The Lingering Light?
Yeah. Something that if someone wanted X, people would be like, well, that's only controlled by the
Or like, what area do they live in Kabara?
So the Lingering Light,
like, do they have a monopoly on X resource or X service or X?
Maybe
Are
they
mer-
live
are they
on
mercenaries?
a whole bunch of
Are they
dragon
known
shard
for
mines.
trading emeralds or crystal? Like what?
Yeah.
Do they have anything like that, or is they just sort of a tribe? Just a tribe?
the Lingering Light typically don't live this close, like this far south. They live up in the Basura Swamp, which is the northernmost part of Kabara. And you know that they run their shit out of a ruin called Marsaval, and they're known for rarely trading artifacts from there, from like old like draconic civilization stuff that was in the area. What they're most known for, though, is they have a very, very strong, like, religious coalition within themselves that is semi-distinct among the Cold Sun Federation. There are differing... Because they don't really talk to people so much, there's not a lot of details known about, like, what they actually worship or what they actually believe, but it's known to be different. There's some sacrifice that's sometimes involved, although that's honestly kind of just expected in a place like this. And they're known to be... They're known to see things and know things. There's an expectation, at least you've heard among... has been heard among... like other Federation members, that like if they can get them to open up to them, the Lingering Light often knows things that nobody should know, or will see something maybe before it happens, or will like they seem to have some sort of link to information that they use. So it's kind of that. It's the religious thing. They trade artifacts sometimes, and they have this reputation for, like, knowledge and prophecy and shit like that.
Got some multiple things that Kenneth might want them for right now.
A couple of different things, yeah, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay, just want a quick rundown, see if there's anything we should keep an eye out for. Conic things, I mean...
And I would say with a natural 20, you would know that... Though they do live in Marsaval, which is the northernmost lizard folk outpost in the region, there have been more turning up in the south, in larger numbers, more in hope.
Gotcha.
And people don't know if that's like, if there's been like a schism, if there's like an extant tribe of them, or if there's just some reason that some of them are starting to congregate there. They don't really know, but there's been more of them seen there.
Could this have anything to do with Schmupton's prophecy? What was the dragon prophecy? What was that? What was the writing on that?
Schmupton's had to do with the cold sun, but
okay.
Yeah, Schmupton's most of that stuff I couldn't get to keep, so this has been a lot of this stuff has been heavily written around.
Gotcha. I thought you were trying to... Okay.
So don't worry about it. There are elements of it that still exist, but we don't gotta worry about that prophecy.
When Schmupton, this is what happened with Schmupton.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
The thread of that prophecy is severed.
This I think it's probably pretty obvious. This is the area where a lot of the Schmupton stuff would have been, but I've had to I've had to excise pretty much all of that. So there are parts of it left over that were like core to the plot, but most of the other stuff has been trimmed off. So
we're out here exploring the was finished development, but then they cut a lot of content out.
I'll pull back the curtain for a second, and like I was going to continue some of the Schmupton stuff, but like slot in the Dragonborn NPC Nejmexia, but I just didn't. I wasn't satisfied with the way that it turned out, so I just ended up chopping a lot of that shit. So it is what it is.
If feel like we got enough going on as it is. Anyway.
Not to say that that was a Schmupton thing and doesn't mean anything, but
Total Schmupton move.
yeah. If it was a Schmupton thing, it doesn't exist anymore. So. Anyways, so.
Yeah, I mean that's good information to have. I was just curious. Didn't have much after that.
Oh, and it's I'll just write. Lingering Light is the name of the specific tribe.
Ah.
And part of the Cold Sun Confederation.
Yeah. Sort of like weirdos among the Federation, but like still part of it. They're one of the tribes under the umbrella.
But they think they might have split because they're in the north end, so.
It's a possibility that there may have been a schism among them, or maybe there's a.
Or maybe they're helping.
Like an emigrated populace. I mean, it's hard to say because, like I said, they don't really talk to people.
Maybe they're running a mine for House Cannith / Mole.
Who knows?
We don't know where this mine exactly is, do we? Or do we?
Your information is that it should be somewhere around maybe Pitchwall, maybe Wormwatch, in Hope.
But we don't actually know yet.
You don't have a fixed location. You just know it's in that area.
Just making sure if we should be looking for that. We dig up info. Okay, well, cool. Let's head to Paco's.
Okay.
And, confront Zaan?
Should we wait for Jane to get back to confront Zaan?
I feel like if something happens at the end, we'll end it there. But that's the.
I don't know. I think it's like 2 o'clock. Let's just kind of wait to go to.
I want to stop. I'm gonna be honest. I want to stop.
No, yeah, that's cool.
I think now
all
is a
right.
good start. There's
So,
nothing to go back over.
as the party has managed to track down the inn that Zaan apparently went to, and has gathered a little bit of information on, Caspian's talking to the Kunduraks on that ship for some reason, and there's, lizard folk going into the Cannith place, and there's, somebody maybe was following the party, and many mysterious happenings occurring here as the party arrives in Newthrone. What is happening? What is the mystery? Where's the mine? That's the session.
Who
Folks,
poisoned the rum?
Who poisoned the rum?
We know it's Zaan.
Will the scoundrel, thieving brigands Frakes and LaForge ever be brought to justice? It's hard to say. The answer: unlikely.
Dude, Frakes and LaForge is gonna be your next character.
Folks, that's EBERRON. Fuck off.
Fuck off if you're listening. If you're listening, why the fuck are you here?
Get out of here.
Get
Get
out.
out of here, dude.
I crushed cocaine.
All right, that's.
Yeah, you roll a d12 for length and then a d6 for.
Nope, I gotta stop the recording.